Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. Hey, how y'all doing this evening? This Thursday evening? Well, I am doing just fine. I am. I've been learning a lot about this person, Mark Meets Africa. I didn't watch him, before this video came in my timeline, so I didn't know much about him at all. So I was really shocked at the things I was learning. So let me go ahead and go through this script because, hey, Joy, you sure are, girl. Joy is the first one here. So I was surprised, y'all, with all the stuff I was learning. That's why, because the notifications comes on at 6:01 and not 6 o'clock. Or either my time is different, probably my time different. But anyway, it's fine. Um, so I'm really this was really an interesting one, very interesting. I don't know if you guys know anything about this young man, please comment and let me know what you know about him because this is a lot. This is like another Black Acres of the Gambia. He's been in Africa since 2000. He's been in Tanzania. How do they say it? Tanzania. He's been in Tanzania since 2021. Well, let me correction. The first video that is now on his channel is dated 2021. I don't know if that's actually when he went because it looks like he went through his channel and took off a lot of videos. So I'm not sure if he's been there since 2021 or earlier. But what I can see on his channel is that it's 2021. So 2021, he's been there. And this is what, 2025. So that's a lot. That is a lot for me to have to go through. So when I was going through it, but it was interesting. It was really interesting. I had no idea that Mark Meets Africa has done the things that he's done, that he's planned the things that he's planned, that he's traveled the places that he's traveled. And I think the guy is probably less than 25. He might just be 25 if he's that old. If he's that old. I know he's really young because I think one video I saw he was 19. So that was like a couple years ago. So he's probably 22, 23. Yeah, he's under 25. So I was just like shocked. And his thinking and his rationale, how he rationalizes things, it was like, I'm sitting there like, wow, somebody been talking to this little guy. Like when I was little, I would sit around my grandma and I would sit around my grandmother's aunts, my great aunts, because when I would sit around them, I would learn things. They would teach you lessons just off the top of their head. You would learn things. So he seems like the type who's been around older people, like older people has raised him, or he spent a lot of time with older people. I was trying to find on his channel where he comes from, like about his family and stuff, but I didn't see anything like that. I didn't see did he have a family connection in Africa? I don't think he does. He didn't say he did, and if he did, I have not gotten to the video because remember, I don't know much about Mark. If Mark's video wouldn't have came up in my timeline, I wouldn't have never watched this video because I just I'm not interested in going to Tanzania. I'm not interested in East Africa. It's just not saying there's anything wrong with East Africa. It's just not my interest. Everybody has an interest, an area of interest. My area of interest has always been West Africa. So I'm not saying it's anything wrong. I'm just saying I don't study East Africa. I know a little bit about East Africa, but not that much. Not that much. So the fact that he was in Tanzania and that he's like so young. He's just not somebody that, I could see, I would just watch on YouTube. It's just not. So I've never really watched him. So this doing this research for this live stream, I mean, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about this Mark Meets Africa. So that leads me to get back on my script because I haven't even told you who I am. My name is Kiki. I am Kiki Loves Nigeria. This is my show. Well, this is our show. And what we do on this channel, we talk about anything and everything that impacts your repat, your visiting, your expatting to Africa, namely West Africa. But you see, I'm talking about East Africa. So I really can't even say that anymore because I talk about all Africa, whatever impacts us. Mark made a video that impacted all of us. All of us. I remember Queen Latifah said, somebody asked her a long time ago, she was doing an interview, and they asked her, how does she make hit records? And she said, I write from my heart. She said, if you write from your heart, then you're going to touch somebody else. And that's what I always do. Whenever I present information, whenever I do anything, I go from my heart. So this video he done, Mark presented to us, the Don't Stay in the Wilderness Too Long. I think that's the title. I might have messed it up. But I could tell that this was something more than just a video. This was something that he was sharing. He was sharing from his heart, like listening to the video. I was listening to the video and I could tell he's sharing from his heart. And I'm like, this little guy is so young. What is going on here? Like, there's more to it than just this video. So I said, I can't just start with this video. I can't just pop this video on and just start with this video talking about this person. No, I cannot. Not after I started going through his channel. So I'm like, okay, so let's do Mark Meets Africa like we do everybody else. Let's go back and let's research this dude. Let's see what this dude is all about. Because I can't respond to his video if I don't even know really what he's talking about. So he's talking about a lot of stuff, but I don't know what he's talking about because I don't know his journey because I haven't watched his videos. So I had to go back. I had to say, wait a minute. I have to step back and I got to try to understand what this guy is talking about and what he's going through. What has brought him to this point that it's okay to leave, because it's a lot for him, because he's one of the ones who believe in this movement. He's one of the ones who is a diehard to this movement, this cultish movement. This is how I'm describing it, because that's how it is to me. Because these people are making like very irrational decisions, irrational, illogical decisions. So that's why I call it cultish. And then the behavior of the people, how they act. This whole movement that you can't say anything negative, even him, when he says things, and even when he's just relaying the truth about a situation. If he perceives that somebody might take it negative, he'll apologize for it. He'll tell you, I'm not trying to be negative. Because that whole movement is about positivity. You got to stay positive. You got to use your faith. So if you're not doing that, if you fail, if you don't get your land, if you don't get what you want, it's because you didn't have the faith. You weren't positive. You started listening to those naysayers, and you shouldn't listen to anybody who has a counter argument. And that's a lie. That's how you test your beliefs, people. That's how you stand for what you believe in, is when you debate what you believe in, when you test it, when you can say, no, I believe in this because X, Y, and Z. And this is why I believe it. So when somebody has a counter argument, you need to look the counter argument in the eyes and say, well, does this have, is this valid? Is this counter argument valid? And if it's valid, recognize the validity in the argument. And if you don't like it, then change it. But you saying it ain't there, that's called cognitive dissonance. And I've been practicing how to say that word today, dissonance. That's what that's called, cognitive dissonance. And a lot of these people get in that state of mind. And that's why I'm telling you, this movement is like a cult. Because when you stand up, you cannot believe anything counter to what they say. And this faith stuff and how it's all centered around God. So let's go back. Or some positive image, or not image, but some positive, like reinventing yourself, like spiritually awakening yourself, becoming a better person. But you couldn't do that when you were here. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. I can't become a better person here, but I can be a better person in a place I've never been before. And that I got to learn. It doesn't even make sense. But anyway, let me get back on track. So the goal is to help you think about what you're doing before you do it. Like this time when Mark went to Africa in 2021, it was so many people just jumping up and just running to Africa. So many of us was just jumping up and just running to Africa, not knowing nothing. I remember this one of the videos I saw about Mark today. The guy was asking him, the cab driver, and see, Africans will like be like making fun of you to your face, and you won't realize it until they gone. And the conversation over, and you sitting around thinking about what they said to you, and you thinking, I think they was making fun of me. I think he was trying to, I think, as the kids say, I think he was trying to clown me. And they will do it right to your face, and you won't even know it. So he was saying to Mark, how do you decide? How do you diasporans decide what country to come? You're gonna just go to. So Mark was telling him, whichever one we feel a connection to, wherever we feel drawn to. So the guy kept asking him different questions. Do you do this? Do you do that? But what the guy was really trying to get at is, so you all don't even research the country. You all don't even know nothing about these countries. You just come because you got a good feeling. He said, do you know anything about the economies? No, most of the time we don't. We don't care. So I'm like, this is the same aura that all of these people give off. That they're driven by this spirit drives them to Africa. Okay, it takes them there, and then they just get there and just kind of figure it out once they get there. So that was what was going on in 2021. We were being told by people who were there that it was cheap, that we could go to Africa for cheap. We could live off our SSI checks. We could live off our Social Security checks. And you got to remember what else was going on, people, at that time. All that money they was throwing at people. You were getting them unemployment checks. You were getting those PPP loans. And if you were lucky enough, you got the stimulus checks. And everybody, even the teenagers, were getting your unemployment check plus the $600 or the $800. So even kids was stacking up. If they had a paper delivery job, they got unemployment. Plus whatever they made, and plus the $600 or $800 on top of that. So everybody had this excess money. So they thinking, and then a lot of people didn't mean to defraud the government with the PPP loans. They just didn't understand that was for wages, salary and wages, not to do improvements, not to travel. Well, the people who was traveling and was pretending like they had a business and knew they didn't, Now, they was dead dirty wrong. But a lot of people was getting those PPP loans who weren't entitled to them. And they had never seen that type of money. So they were going to Africa. They were going to start their life over with this PPP with this PPP loan money, and with this unemployment, because that was coming in. It was coming in for a while. I'm not saying that's how Mark went. I don't know how he went. He doesn't say where he gets his money from. But very few people in this country are independently wealthy. So I'm not sure how he was supporting himself while he was there. Because people, let's keep it a buck. You can't be in Africa without any money. So you got to be getting money from somewhere. We don't know where. I can't tell. I don't know where. He didn't share with us where he was getting his money from, but I'm just sharing with you what people were doing. A lot of people were doing at that time. And that's how they were going to Africa. And in my opinion, that's what caused everything to skyrocket, the prices to skyrocket in Africa, because it was this fake money, this influx of fake currency. It was real money, but it wasn't really real. It wasn't like a reoccurring income. It was like some money that was given to them once in a lifetime. But they were acting like this money was going to come in all the time, and it was not. So the foreign people, they didn't know. The foreign countries didn't know. They see all this foreign money. They're like, well, we got to raise the price. So they raised the price. So now what do you have? Inflation. Now the money is gone. Everything is dropped. And now look what you have. Everything is sky high over there. So that's just my theory of what happened. So he's in Tanzania. All of this is going on. All right. Now, this is the person we're talking about. I done set the stage for you. All right. So we're talking about him because he made a video called, I can't think of the exact name, but it's never too late to leave. Don't stay in the wilderness too long. It's okay to leave. All right. And again, like I said, this video came across my timeline and I was like, wait a minute, I need to check this out. All right. So before we do that, I want you to remind you about this cognitive dissonance. All right. Dissonance. I want to remind you about that. And some of the people who weren't here last night, I want to teach you what it is. All right. Because this is what a lot of these people are going through. Excuse me. This is what makes it, let me drink some water, so difficult for them to just leave. That's why Mark was so sweet when he said, it's okay to leave. Because you know, Kiki don't say it's okay to leave. Kiki just said, you just need to leave. I would just go. What do I say? I would just go. I would just go. You know, I'm not sympathetic about it like he is. Because he's empathetic about it. Because he understands how they feel. And no matter how hard I try, I can't understand that thinking. I can't understand going back to a country and building that, taking everything that I got to build that country. I can't, and my grandbabies won't even be able to go over there and live in that house. My great grandbabies won't even know about the house. They'll see pictures of the house, but will they be able to go to the house? Probably not. I probably won't even own the house anymore because I'll be gone. So all my money, all my time went into rebuilding the state of Tanzania and the state of Ghana. And for what? And for what? When I could just as easily rent a place, honey. If you want to do it for a whole year and you want to go 2 times a year, go ahead, do that. Or you could just rent you a place, a vacation home. and go back and forth. But this selling everything you got doing it, I can never be okay with that. I can never be okay. And then there's a time limit. No matter how you try to convince yourself, people, owning is not the same as leasing. Owning is not the same as renting. It is not the same. So quit acting like it is. Quit being Quit being cognitive dissonance. Quit practicing that, because you know in your rational mind that you are releasing this land and that you are building it for the state of Ghana and your boyfriends in Kansas situation and their family, because that's the same thing that happened to Audrey. So this is what they're doing. And like I always say, if you want to do that, then do that. But don't get on YouTube and encourage us to do that when women are losing their lives behind this stuff. This movement is costing people their lives and their money and their mind. So don't come on YouTube and pretend like it's all good. Because I done been to Africa too many times to know, and I know it ain't all good. It ain't all good. So, I done got off the script. But like I said, y'all know what I'm talking about. This movement makes no logical sense to me. That's why I call it a cult. A cultish movement. And cults can be movements. They're not, and if you don't understand, it's not me saying this. Go look through my channel. The video I think I did last night. They told us the other night that a cult is also a movement. This is a movement. They have cultish ways. Nobody wants to volunteer and say, I want to be in a cult. No. Before you know it, you're in it. Before you know it, you're in it. So, before we move to Mark, because I want you to understand what you're watching. And I want you to look for these signs. All right. So you'll be able to spot it on your own. So you'll be like, oh, that's what Kiki was talking about. Delusional. Nah, what does she call it? Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, you basically delusional. Yeah. But the nicer word for it is cognitive dissonance. Dissonance. You got to practice saying the word. That means you see it. And you know it is true what you're seeing and what you're feeling and what you're hearing. But you're not believing what your mind and your eyes are telling you. You're believing what the people who are in charge of this movement are telling you. That's what you're doing. That's what they do. Mark had to leave. I'm watching the videos. I'm wondering, I'm saying to myself, how is this dude building this community and he got to keep on leaving? Every time you turn around, he gone. And then I remember, oh, that's right. In Tanzania, you can't stay like that. You have to leave. Now, you know how much that costs? To have to keep leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. That means they don't want you over there. That's a nice way to say, we want you to come visit, but you can't stay. No, you can't stay. You can't stay. So, that makes no logical sense to me. And I think somebody said, but the older people can stay. They don't have to do that. So I'm like, well, if the laws is different for the older people than it is for the younger people, then they certainly letting you know that they don't want you over there. But what do we do? We ignore that. and we're going to build a community. These people are trying to build a whole community. I said community. That's the same thing that other people doing. So y'all know what? Y'all know I got to really dig in there. I got to really dig in. So let's check this out. Because this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. And tell me, is this what's going on here too? So hold on. Let me put the video. Hold on. I'm going to show it. Let me get it up here. Let me get it up here. Oh, shoot. Comments everywhere. Yes, you are, Joy. You are such a rock star. We forgot fair use. I didn't do that either. All right, fair use, y'all. Let's do that real quick. Because I'm so excited to get on this. This was just because this story was real. This story is really interesting. I don't even know how it's going to end because it was so much information. I didn't even get to the end of the story yet. So I'm just getting to the Merge Community Center and the Merge Echo community. Yeah, this is huge, like Black Acres of the Gambia. Kiki Loves Nigeria. Fair use disclaimer. Content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyright material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states copyrighted material can be used for educational, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is the explicit goal of this channel. Views expressed on this channel. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, host, or to the channel. All right. Look, I got ahead of myself. That's why I got to pay attention to my script. Yes, he's very smart. Mark is very intelligent. Yes. And y'all know I love intellectuals. I can listen to intellectuals talk for hours because they're intelligent. Yeah. So I've been watching these videos, his channel, all day. Yeah. But see, I think when the first time I went to Africa and Cameroon, my parents were a part of the government there. And I was telling them all of these ideals that I had. And she looked at me and she said, well, wait a little bit. And I'm like, why? Why should I wait a little bit? She said, wait till you get older. And I'm like, but why? Why wait till I get older? Because she said, then you'll settle down a little bit. And she said, because right now, what you want is too radical. And I'm like, what do you mean it's too radical? She said, what you want is for us to break ties with our former colonizer, which was France. That's what you want us to do. But she said, but you don't understand what will happen if we do that. And we tell France, because when I found out they gave France, they have oil refinery in Cameroon called Sonora. And they make like certain percent of their income from Sonora. And some of that money goes to France. And I'm like, why? So every time I would go to these meetings, I would just be really radical in the meetings. I would just tell them how I felt. I would just be Kiki Loves Nigeria. So the mom, we were sitting down talking. So she wanted to have this talk with me. That's what and I guess she felt like, I need to help her understand Africa. Africa can't take your radical thoughts like that, your radical ideals. You become a threat to them. When they see rapid change, modernization, they don't like those words. That makes them nervous. The young people like it, but not the people in power, not the older people, not the people who really run the society. They don't like that because they connect modernization with Western ways. And I ain't talking about the good part. I'm talking about the bad part. The bad things we do. So she's telling me, you have to, once you get older, she said, and you lived life and you experience different things, your thoughts won't be so radical, because then you'll be able to understand what it takes, especially in Africa, for these things to come to fruition. Like she said, for us to stop doing that, if we stop doing that, stop giving them money, and the farmers, y'all get this, the farmers couldn't tell France how much they wanted to sell their crops for. France told the farmers how much they would buy the crops for. And I said, well, how does that work? I'm not understanding. This ain't America, girl. This is not America. You are not in Kansas anymore. You just need to be quiet, because it don't work like that here. So I'm outraged about that. So I get home, me and her talking. She said, so if we go and we say, we're setting our own prices for our crops, we're not giving you any more our money. She said, you know what they'll do? She said they have this thing called the Fifth Estate, and the Fifth Estate will start a civil war in your country. And I was like, what? And she said, yes. They'll start a civil war in your country. And she said, but I said, well, won't the civil war, won't the revolution bring us what we want, though? And then she looked at me and she said, but do you know how many lives will be lost? Do you know how many people will lose their property? She looked at me and she said, no, Kiki, you don't want that. You don't want that. So I truly didn't understand what she meant until later on. And then I really understood, especially doing these stories. I really understand what she means, that the government doesn't want anybody to shake up, to earth disturb. The society doesn't need to be earth disturbed. So you can't come over there with too radical. Your ideals can't be radical, because they'll cause you problems. And usually smart, intelligent people, their ideals are radical because they don't think like the average person. They think, my African friends would always tell me, your friends in America will be on 1 in their thinking, and you'll be on 10. That's how much further you are in your thinking than they are. That's why they don't understand you. So when they told me that, that's when I started understanding. So you have to be with people who think like-minded people. That's why they mean like-minded people. So you got to be with people who are intelligent, who are wise, like you. Mark is very wise. I used to enjoy watching his journey. Why you quit watching it? What happened? Yeah, Joy, he is. Mark is a very smart young man. Yes, he's very smart. Go Black interviewed him a while ago. I don't remember much about it. I'd seen that too when I was looking for it. It was powerful. I am happy we are exploring Eastern Africa repatriation. There's a lot going, and it is, Edra, and people keep asking me. They keep asking me. And I keep saying, but it's a lot, y'all. I don't understand it, and it takes me time. Like Mark, I had to go, oh my God, and I'm still not finished. But just what I'm learning from him about East Africa, I think we're just going to keep on going to where the people tell me that they want me to go. And there's people in East Africa that they want me to talk about. And there's things in East Africa that I need to talk about. And you're right, because a lot of us are going there. I have, Brother Barbara says. Yeah, I know what you meant. If everyone, hi everyone. Hi Gracie. Hi Brother Robert. Hi Edra. Hi Joy. Hi everyone. Hey London. Hey Kiki. She says she hope everybody's well. Sorry, not been about much. Have been work. Oh no. No, honey. Enjoy yourself. We're just glad when you're here. We're glad you're here. I commented when Mark asked that question and said, yes, it was time to leave because he overstayed his welcome. You think so, Gracie? Because you can do that very easily and very quickly in Africa. Yeah. Especially when you're out, when you're out, and I'm listening to Mark, and I'm like, boy, well, Mark, that's some good ideas. But you think they're gonna help you do that? You think they're gonna help you create a city, a nice city like that for us? For us? And poor baby, he thought they would. He thought they would. My daughter got a bet. See, sure did. Yep. Everybody was getting them. That's what I'm telling you. How on the earth do you think you're going to somebody else's house or country and think you can rearrange the furniture? People are driven by culture and tradition, especially Africa, y'all. And that's so good, Gracie. They don't like when you rearrange their furniture. Ooh, y'all, that's me. People know how I am about my classroom. Honey, that's what the subs tell me when I'm not there. They always say, oh, Miss B, I tried to get it back like it was because I know how you are about your classroom. Everybody know. I can tell when somebody been in that room. If you move, because I have cups, I have these mugs. A lot of people, they call me Miss B, okay, like Queen B. So they call me B for short. So they give me all these Queen B coffee mugs. I got all kind of Queen Bee decorations all over my room. Bees, just all kind of different kind of bees. Honey, do you know I can tell when somebody come in and touch one of those bee cups or bee decorations because they don't put it back exactly like I have it. So I know. And I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody been in here. Then I tell them, go check the camera because somebody been in my room. And do you know I'm right? I know. And I can feel the energy because you transfer your energy. You leave it behind. Because, see, my energy is all in that room and my kids' energy. And I can feel, honey, I can feel it when somebody else been in there. Because I come in that room, I'm like, who been in my room? Check the camera. Somebody been in my room. And you know what? They have. So it's just like that. These people, and y'all know I'm a grown woman. I'm an overgrown woman. I don't even go over there. To me, Gambia is the most conservative country I ever went to in my life. I don't go over there trying to rearrange their furniture. You know what I do? I sit on the couch and I keep my mouth closed. That's what I do. I sit on the couch and I keep my mouth closed. If I don't like where we are, the furniture in that house, I know that I'm going to leave that house soon. I ain't got to stay there. I'm a guest. And my grandma told me, don't you ever go to nobody's house and talk about their furniture in their house. I was raised better than that. Don't you say they food nasty. Just tell them you ain't hungry. Tell them you ain't thirsty. Yeah, tell them you already ate and you already drank before you came. And it better yet, go with you a bottle of water. But she didn't say bottle of waters because people weren't drinking bottle of waters back then. She just said, say you ain't thirsty. But yeah, but we don't do that, honey. We got the nerve to go to Africa where these people pray to their great-great-grandmamas, and they know who they are, and they know their names. They know who they believe in. They know everything. They pray to these people. And to these gods, to the water gods, to the tree gods, to the grass god. There's so many gods these people pray to that you don't even know about. And you going over there rearranging their furniture. You don't even know that furniture they may have it set up where it means something. You better learn to go to Africa and sit down and be quiet and learn something. You want to go rearrange stuff, go to England. Go to London. Go to some place we used to. Go to some place like that. Go to some place in Europe that you used to. But I would stick close to the UK. I wouldn't go too much further into the other part of Europe. That the continent of Europe, I wouldn't be doing that. I mean, I would go over there and I would sit down and be quiet over there too. UK, I can go over there and mix it up a little bit. Because, it's like over here, I kind of understand it a little bit. I can be a little more freer. But the rest of Europe, no, I don't understand that. They don't understand me, so I need to be on my best behavior there. In UK, I can cut up just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's the thing. You got to recognize where you are. Recognize where you are. He had some great ideas. That building was nice. It was nice. I don't know what happened. I haven't got to the end because it must be to the end. If he talking about it's okay to leave or something going on, but I don't know because I haven't got that far yet. But I'm at the part where he's updating people, and it seems like the project should have been done sooner than it's going, but I don't know yet. I'm just going by the comments. Hello, everyone. Mark is wise beyond his years, for sure. A lot of nomads are living on student loans, going to school. Oh, you're right. That explains the young people, too. She's right. You can do that. You can get the student loans, and you can go over there, and you can take all your classes online. You don't have to go in for any of them. Yeah. And you can get your student loan money. She's absolutely right. You don't have to go on campus at all. Oh, wow. If you're in graduate school, that's going to be pretty. I mean, I don't know I guess you could live. You're just going to be on a tight budget, but you should be okay, though. Oh, yeah, y'all. Please don't forget to hit the like button. And please don't forget to consider subscribing to our channel. All right. The more subscribers we have, the more likes we have, the more we get this message out, the more people know. Because we need to make sure people know. All right. That's how we bring awareness by spreading the word. A lot of people who went to Tanzania was Hebrew Israelites. Oh, they were. Is he a Hebrew Israelite? Do y'all know? What is he? Welcome to another Kiki Loves Nigeria. This is a live stream. We are glad you are here. Please give the video a like and please consider. A lot of people have described. A lot of people have subscribed, so keep it coming. All right, and also, y'all, I'm planning to go to Africa, so you gotta make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, so you'll know when I'm there, because I'm gonna surprise you. I like to surprise you. You're gonna click on here, and you're gonna say, "Wait a minute, Kiki ain't here. Kiki's in Africa." I'm not gonna. Oh, y'all probably already know where too. I was gonna surprise y'all. But those who know, don't say nothing. Those who don't know, I'm going to surprise y'all. I'm going to see if y'all can guess. Okay? Those who know, which all y'all probably know, but don't say nothing. Okay? I'm going to see if somebody can. Oh, y'all, and don't forget, I got 5. Somebody wrote me about the Mojo Cream. Oh, it was such a nice. Let me read it right now. Because I got 5 bottles I can give away. I mean, 5 samples, and they're really nice size bottles. So please, if you want to try it and you don't have the money right now, just write me, okay? Email me your name. I just need your name and that you want to try it and your address, and then I'll forward it to the company, and the company will send it to you, okay? So listen to this one. This came from one of our community members. She says, "Greedy." Oh, let me put it up here, y'all. This really made me feel good because I told y'all I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If it is trash, I'm gonna say this is trash. Don't use it. But no, this stuff is really good. This is really, really, really good. I'm telling you. This Mojo cream and gel, this stuff is fantastic. And I like this one because it's got the little ball on it. And like sometimes my shoulders get sore because I have to lift a lot of boxes at work. I have to, reach over my head a lot, put a lot of stuff over my head, just different things you got to do as a first grade teacher, little things you got to lift. All the time you lifting up chairs and stuff. So my shoulder gets sore. This gel right here, the one gel, you rub that on there. It has like the little ball. It's like a little pressure point. So it's like a massage is giving you on top of that. And the cream is chronic. I think they call it chronic tonic. Yep, that's the name of it. That's for like if you have sore knee, like your knees get sore or you got arthritis. Sometimes my knees get sore. Remember, was telling you guys when I fell with the high heel shoes on. So I rub the chronic tonic on there. That, again, no smell, lasts for hours, and just instantly, you just feel like relief. As soon as you put it on, you feel relief, and then the pain is gone. And it's long lasting and it doesn't smell. So this came from one of our community members. So listen, it says, "Greetings, Kiki." She told me her name. I'm not going to say it because she didn't tell me I could say her name. "I wanted to let you know how great the Mojo Roll On and the Chronic Tonic is. My family members use it and they love it. My youngest injured his shoulder, about 5 years ago, and it required surgery. He's still very active in sports and he swears by the Mojo Roll On because it'll get sore. And you rub that on. Oh my God, y'all, it feels so good. It feels so good." I just wanted to let you know your recommendations was spot on and it gives instant pain relief and long lasting. I left a review. It is the bomb. So sorry for sending this late. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, she says sorry she sent it late at night. That's okay. Thank you for taking the time to send it to me. So look, y'all, you better get your Mojo cream and gel. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all, honey, like she say, that stuff is the what? That stuff is the bomb. All right, so let me get back to the show. Let's get these up here. Kiki, you are saying exactly what I've been saying. People are over there building houses for the chief. Girl, right. The Chiefs family, they are building houses for. Girl, right. Because you know what I was just listening to? I listened to a lot of public radio, right? And somewhat, was it on public? It might have been on YouTube or public radio. But they were saying that they won't let you buy land in Africa. Some other countries will. Some foreign countries will let you just buy their land. They won't. And they said because of the poverty over there, right? So they said what will happen, the foreigners will come in and buy all the land, and their great-grandchildren and their great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren will not have any land to inherit because they've sold it all to the foreigners. And the foreigners' great-great-grandchildren will now inherit their land. So to stop all of that from happening, you don't own the land. Unless you're the businesses don't even own it. The businesses don't even own it. They can lease it for a longer period of time. Up to, remember people, not guaranteed 99, not guaranteed 50, not guaranteed 21. It's up to that amount. But if you're a business, you get longer. But if you're residential, Ghana up to 50, Gambia up to 21. So then you got to renegotiate it. Where you going to get that lump sum of money at when you done took everything you got? when you done sold your house, especially when you're a retired person and you done quit your job, even if you have not quit, okay? I'm sorry. Even if you're just retired, say you're retired, where are you going to get that money from? Where are you going to get that lump sum from to renegotiate that deal? Because you got to pay another lump sum, and you don't know how much it's going to be. And get this, chew on this for a minute. You don't know what the administration is going to be like. These people who came in here when Biden was in office, do you think they thought this was going to happen to them when Donald came in office? No. Don't you think some of them bought houses? Don't you think some of them bought cars? Do you think this administration cares? No. When the new administration changes and the policy changes, the changes impact you whether you like it or not. So that's something else you're going to end up facing, because people are getting tired of the nonsense that comes with all of these people coming over there building in Ghana. People are tired of this. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. That's why Tanzania make you leave like that. Because they're like, no, we don't want you to get comfortable because we don't want you here. So you coming to visit, you going to visit. You ain't going to sit down. You ain't going to stay for a while. You ain't kicking off your shoes. You ain't doing none of that. Mark is pretty young. He might have family money and support. I don't know. That's why, but a lot of people, I mean, who can do that? Unless they're wealthy, they'd have to be really wealthy. But maybe they are. I don't know. He didn't share with us how he gets his money, so people have to guess. Hello, everyone. I came in the house and didn't speak. Oh, hey, Westby. That was sweet of you. I can totally understand this. Would only go, hold on, London lady. Let me make this big. I can totally understand this. Would only go to live outside my country. If I was married to a citizen from there and or had a decent job posting there, which provided decent accommodations, exactly. But this other stuff, I'm not doing that. I'm not no single woman going to no Africa and setting up shop like they said. Who said that last night? That when I don't even know who said it. They were saying that when, did Stephanie say it? Somebody said it, that when Black women hit middle-age crisis, a midlife crisis, they go and buy land in Africa. Yeah, go live out in the village. No, that's not what you need to do. I remember when Go Back did a question and answer and Mark in reference to certain people that had made complaints about him scamming. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, tell me about that. Because I seem like I remember that. So you think that's on, because that's the part I want to find. Because it seemed like I remember somebody saying he was scamming. And I'm trying to see where is that? Because like I said, I don't watch him. So Go Back to Africa got that information. Mark done a second video, double talks. I know, honey, saying a lot of people are doing well in Africa and he wasn't I know, honey, I saw that. I'm like, oh, now you want to backtrack. See what I mean, y'all? The cult. Don't you speak out. Don't you dare speak out. Don't you dare let these people know it's okay to get out from under us. Don't you dare let them know that. Don't you dare let them know it's okay to leave. That's our money. You messing with our money. Don't mess with our money. Oh, y'all know this going to be another. Because y'all know we're going to have a part 2. God will, he sure will. He'll always provide a way for escape. I think I remember Mark saying that he was from Las Vegas. I'm trying to figure all that out. I didn't catch that one. He was trying. Mark is the son of Go Black to Africa. Is he for real, Stephanie? Are you playing? Is that his son for real, y'all? He don't look like him. I think it is better to stick to what you know and deal with what you have. Love traveling to Africa, though. Right. If I ever purchase property, it would be by my close relative. Yes. But not that. Especially when you get older, y'all. Oh, I can't see going through that. I mean, when I go through it, like planning it now, y'all just wouldn't believe all the scams out there now. It's just so many rental scams now. It's horrible. It is just horrible. Most of the Africans are very wary of different people moving in on them. They only see you to use you for the betterment of themselves and their family, Gracie says. And all too often, that is the truth. And that's what Mark seems to be finding out. That seems what he needs to be finding. And I mean, but he said he had 120 investors, and they had to invest. I think he was asking for $100 per investment. They just, Steph said, no, Mark is not canned to go black. They just know each other from. I was about to say, he don't look nothing like him. And I think his kids is older than that. He might have some in his 20s, but not that young 20s. That's young 20s. That's the age kids are like 20s. Let's see. Okay. Now look, I'm about to put this video on while y'all are talking. While y'all are talking to talking to each other, that was complaining about Alita Israel. All that glitters ain't gold. No, all that glitters is not gold, and people need to recognize that. Mark has assisted. Hey, Jackie, Miss Jackie, JK. Greetings, Kiki. I lost a bit of respect and trust in Mark. Okay, when he insisted on driving 19-year-old Tiffany Banner out of Tanzania a few years ago. So tell me how he drove her out. What happened? Her channel gone and everything. What did he do to drive her out? Can you tell me that? Or lead me to a video or something. Great Lakes, where you been? We've been missing you. TNK says, I think there's going to be a new wave going back to Africa because of politics. I think it's wise to stay put for now until things calm down. Well, you know what? They don't have the money to go like that. That's the problem. And in Africa, they can't tell. They'll probably tell that lie, but it's too expensive. Okay. Hey, Fiona. The Muzungu and Zanzi are disgusting. Sleeping with what? Did you mean to say that? What you MEN and having babies with local? Okay, maybe. Fiona, look at that comment and tell me if you meant to say what you said. All right. That's bad if that's going on. All right. So that's the trend all over Africa then. All right, y'all. So look, we got all the comments. So let's go to, since that's a good example how Mark just totally backtracked it on that video. He backtracked on everything he said. So he probably didn't want me to talk about it. He probably like, oh Lord, she gonna get a hold of it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. Kiki done got a hold of it. So Kiki about to roll with it. Waiting on them stimulus checks, right? They don't have that money right now. No, they don't. They can't go. They can't get no PPP loans. They ain't got no lump sums to get up out, like the kids used to say. They can't do that now. To be fair, though, most people from West Africa ask what you can do, ask what can you do for me cheaply. So I can understand some Africans wanting to get fair payments for their services, not treated like a slave. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. All right. There there's there was a sister named Lala who lived in Tanzania and was having major problems. She was talking about her life there and how it ain't peaches and cream. Well, the Africans didn't like that. What happened, JJ? And what? Girl, don't leave us hanging. They didn't like it. And what? What happened? Come on, what happened after that? Oh, girl. Oh, Fiona, don't say that. Oh, Fiona. Oh, Lord. That's just so sad. But, baby, when those stimulus checks hit, they will go running like slaves. Oh, are they getting stimulus checks? Am I getting the stimulus? Are we getting stimulus checks? I'm not. Right. When we getting to? Who said that? Shoot, I want to know. All right. So look, now let's go to this video. I want y'all to remind y'all what we're dealing with here. That's why he backtracked like that, because the cult calls for that. This cultish movement calls for you to backtrack. You can't speak up against a cult. What is wrong with you? You can't speak out against the movement. And you're a big person in the movement, Mark. How dare you? How dare you speak out against us? You better retract that statement, buddy. All right. And this why. Here's why.
Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you believed, every decision you made, wasn't really yours. That your thoughts, your emotions, and even your identity had been slowly taken over. That's the terrifying power of cults. But how do they do it? How do seemingly normal, intelligent people get trapped in these groups? And why does brainwashing work so well? In this video, we're breaking down the psychological manipulation tactics cults use and how to protect yourself from them. Chapter 1. The recruitment process. Most people don't join a cult knowing it's a cult. Instead, they're pulled in through promises of purpose, belonging, and self-improvement. Cults prey on people who are feeling lost, lonely, or looking for meaning.
Yep.
They'll often use love bombing, showering new recruits with affection, attention, and validation. You're made to feel special, like you've finally found a group that understands you. But this is just the bait. The trap is set. Chapter 2. Isolation and control. Cults don't recruit people by saying, "Hey, join our cult." Instead, they make you feel special, accepted, and understood. But once you're in, they start cutting you off from outside influences, family, friends, and media that might challenge their beliefs.
That's why they don't want you to listen to anybody who has a counter argument. That's why they come on here and say, oh, you're just jealous. But when I say jealous of what, they can't even respond. You know, they can't answer because they know I'm not they know I have nothing to be jealous of. But they just can't take this counter argument that's pointed into their face. This, what you're talking about and what you believe in is some crap. It's some crap. Okay. These people that you following are just taking your money. And I don't know if Mark is just taking anybody money. I don't know that. I haven't got to that part. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying he's taking people money, but I'm just saying most of these people are taking your money, especially these leaders. The big ones on YouTube, the big ones who's taking money, yeah, most of them, yeah, they just taking your money.
Why? Because an isolated mind is easier to control.
Yes, it is.
Think of an abusive relationship. The abuser convinces their partner that outsiders are toxic or don't understand.
And that's what they do. That's what they do. Anybody who's not moved, you see how they turn on everybody, even their family members. These ladies on my channel who have passed away, they cut off all of them. Very little ties with their family. Most of them cut off their family. Either they cut the family off or they had very little ties with the family. Very little ties with the family, because that's what the movement called for. Isolation. Isolation. You got to isolate yourself from your family, from your friends, from anybody who tries to wake you up and make you see what's really going on here.
Cults do the exact same thing. For example, Scientology labels critics as suppressive persons and tells members to cut ties with them. At the same time, members are bombarded with meetings, rituals, and repetitive teachings. When your brain is exhausted, you accept ideas without questioning them. Ever heard of MLMs?
And see, that's what happens to you. That's what happens to them. Their brain gets exhausted because they're already in a situation where they've invested everything that they have. They believed you. They've come to another country. They believed in you, the person who's selling them this land, the person who's telling them to come there, the person who's selling them this dream, this sweet dream. They believed in your sweet dream, and now they're there. And they realize this is not it. But they can't face that. They can't face that this is not it and that they just was a part of a big sucker move. They can't face that. So they practice what? Cognitive dissonance. They tell themselves they're not seeing what they're seeing.
Multi-level marketing schemes. Many use the same strategy, pushing endless seminars and discouraging contact with negative people. Chapter 3. Breaking you down to build you up. Once isolated, cults break down your sense of self. They use guilt and shame, making you feel unworthy without them. Public confession, forcing members to admit faults in front of the group.
Yeah.
Fear, warning of terrible consequences if you leave.
Remember, you don't have enough patience if you're complaining. You're not practicing your patience. You're not being patient. You don't have the faith. And if you leave, you're not going to get the land. It's all a cult, people. It's all a cultish movement.
For example, NXIVM, a so-called self-improvement group, forced women to confess personal secrets on video as blackmail to keep them obedient. Jim Jones told his followers that leaving meant death. Some cults say leaving will bring eternal damnation. Others use threats and violence. At this point, the cult isn't just a belief, it's your entire identity.
Yeah.
Ever seen someone stuck in a toxic relationship, job, or online community? They might see the red flags, but admitting they were fooled is too painful. So instead,
that's the people in those WhatsApp groups. That's the people in Ken's WhatsApp group. That's the people in Daniel's WhatsApp groups. I don't know about Mark yet. I ain't got to him yet. But those are those people. They know they've been scammed. They know it ain't right. They see the red flags. But they can't admit that they've been played because it's too painful. Because I pledged you, I gave you my money. I let you play me like a fool. You sold me a dream and I paid you for it.
they double down. Chapter 4. Why does this
That's what Mark did. He doubled down. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
work? Why does brainwashing work? Because our brains crave certainty. We want clear answers, social belonging. We need a tribe, purpose. We want to feel like we matter. Cults provide all three while removing other options. This creates cognitive dissonance. Imagine you've spent years and thousands of dollars on a self-improvement program. Then one day, you start to doubt it. But if you admit it's a
And
scam,
that's what happens in Ghana. That's what happens in Gambia. That's what happens in Tanzania. You spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then you finally admit, I wasted all my time. I wasted all my money. And in some cases, they've lost their life. Yeah, that's what happens all the time. But it's too painful to admit. So I'll stay on the what do they call it? The hamster wheel. And I'll just keep on going and keep telling myself that one day I'll be there. One day I'll be on my land. One day I won't be living in a construction zone. I'll be living in a normal house again. My washing machine won't be outside. It'll be in my house. One day. I won't have trash all over my yard. One day.
You're admitting you wasted your time, money, and belief. That's painful. So instead, you convince yourself it's real. Chapter 5. Escaping the mind trap. So how do you protect yourself? Stay critical. If a group discourages questions, that's a red flag.
Yes. If they don't want you to ask the hard questions, that's what we call them, the hard questions. I was trained to ask the hard questions. The hard questions are the questions nobody wants to ask. It's the elephant in the room. So I was trained to ask the hard questions. If nobody wants you to ask the hard questions and people have problems with answering the hard questions, then you should know that ain't a place for you. You need to go. That's a cult. If you say, well, that sounds like an awfully lot. When Mark giving you these ideas, and again, I don't know if Mark's a scammer. I haven't went to him yet. Well, so I'm not going to use him. I'm going to use Black Acres as an example because I know I went through them. Okay, so Black Acres telling us they're going to build this. They're going to build apartments. They're going to build us a store. They're going to build us a restaurant. They're going to build us an organic garden. But they haven't built us anything. They built their house. They took that money and built their house. We were giving them $100 a month. Hundreds of dollars.
I didn't understand that.
Hundreds of dollars a month we were giving them. Hundreds of dollars a month we were giving them. And they took their money and built their house. They didn't do anything they promised us they were going to do. Nothing. It was all a lie. And when we would question them about it, well, what they do, block you. When they were saying they were going to do this bowling alley, what was it? A bowling alley and something else, honey. They was naming everything. But when we would say, well, how are you going to do all of that? You get blocked. If you can't ask the person, well, how are you going to do all of that? Or this doesn't make sense, or that just seems like a lot. If you can't ask that, that's a red flag. That they either don't know what they're doing or they don't have an answer because they don't know. They don't plan on doing it for real. Black Acres didn't plan on completing the project ever. They just told us that. So that's why they never had an answer.
Stay connected. Isolation is a control tactic. Keep ties with different perspectives. Trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. And cults aren't just religious. They exist in self-help movements, politics, MLMs, and even online fandoms. Ever noticed how some online groups demand total loyalty, attack outsiders, and shame members who disagree? That's cult.
Remember Daniel's group was like that? He was very much like that. He would attack you in the group or scold you in the group. And if you didn't do what he said do, if you didn't worship him as the King of Judah, he was going to kick you out. And he would kick you out because you don't question the King of Judah.
Outsiders and shame members who disagree? That's cult behavior.
That's what they do.
If this video helped you spot the warning signs, hit like and share it.
All right.
More awareness.
All right. So I had to bring that to y'all attention. Make sure y'all understand what we're dealing with here. All right. What exactly was the stimulus check and how? Oh, it was extra money that we got during COVID, and it was $1,500. I think we got it twice, so it was a total of $3,000. I don't know. Some people may have got it more than that. But the new one they're talking about, right, is from Dodge. Dodd, is it Dodd? It's the government improvement, the people who are cutting the jobs. Well, they're saying when they get this money, I don't know if it's correct, if I'm saying it right. So this is just me trying to put it together, what I think that they're going to give us it's like profit sharing checks. That's what it sounds like to me. Profit sharing. Like they're going to give us some of the money that they save by closing all these agencies, and it's supposed to be $5,000. But we don't know how true that is. I remember Lala, she talked about the dress code women have to abide by. You sure do. The attitude of local people. Trans men can be aggressive and rude, barging in front of you when you are in line at the bank. They were doing that in Gambia. Yeah, I didn't like that. Oh, y'all. If y'all never felt that before, oh, that was the worst thing. Oh, my God. When I was in Gambia and I was in line to go inside the airport, and in Gambia, you get off the plane on the tarmac. So we walking up there, and it's hot. You know, it's just Africa heat is just like heat you ain't never experienced. No matter how many times I go, I just ain't never prepared for this type of heat. So I'm getting off the airplane. I'm waiting in line. Everybody trying to bunch up. They not orderly like how we do it here. You know, so don't think it's gonna be like how we do it here. Everybody just gonna get in one line. No. Everybody's gonna try to cut everybody. And the men, the grown old men, cut in front of you like you ain't nothing. Especially if you look like us. But the ones from Europe, Connie, they was calling them from the end of the line. They knew their names. And they was, I'm not lying, y'all. I am not lying. They was caught. Y'all know I don't lie. Because y'all know I don't lie. They was calling them to the front of the line. I was sitting there like, I know I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. You gonna cut in front of me, your grown self. Gonna cut in front of me. Don't say excuse me. Almost step on my toe to do so. And then they're gonna call the European ladies who are in the back that they know they name, gonna call them to the front. They sure did. Yeah, they sure did. They sure would. That was the rudest thing that I ever experienced in my life. How they just dismiss you. I was like, what? That's why I don't like going anywhere as a single woman in Gambia. I don't like that. Because when you go as a single woman, they see you as a single Black American woman, they're going to treat you just like nothing. Nothing. What stimulus checks? I'm about to be rich again. Honey, that's if we get them. Folks better save that money in a box under the floor like Suge did for Miss Seeley in the color purple, honey. Yeah, I think Miss Seeley say that purple. That money, yeah, I thought she was saving it. Oh, Suge was the lady. You right, it was Suge. Girl, I was thinking about something else. What I like about Alita is that she always giving refunds of money. Well, always giving refunds, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. That means something is wrong with your business. If you want to back out, or at least she used to, she just has a short temper with anyone asking a lot of questions. See, that's a red flag. That is a huge red flag. And that she just gives you the refund, that's not good. That don't mean she's a good business person. So, Trump and Elon are pushing the idea of the check. Yeah, thank you, Crypto Walk. Yeah. If the UK had a furlough payment in lockdown, where most of wait a minute, hold on, I can't see that, y'all. In the UK, we had furlough payments in lockdown, where most workers got 80% of their wages to stay home, but some companies pay. Oh, that's nice. No, we got more than what our wages were. We got a lot. We got what our wages well, we didn't get what our wages was. We got some of our wages and we got the other check to make up the difference. Okay. We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know yet. Crypto Walk. Thanks. Thank you, Crypto Walk. Yeah, we don't know yet. Crypto Walk says not sure yet. So keep us posted, Crypto Walk, okay? They found government waste with Elon Musk ran the Dodge audits. They want to give the money to the taxpayers now. Yeah, they found a lot of money. Trust me, they're not giving us nothing but a hard way to go. No, I think they're going to give us some money because they want to show us that they're different. This pretty much ran her up out of Tanzania. She is now in Ghana. She moved out of TZ with her 1-year-old baby. What? She has a YouTube channel. I just don't remember the name. Are you serious? She got a 1-year-old baby. She putting through all of that. Trump gave all of the stimulus checks initially for the lockdown. I guess people forgot he did. Those repats will say something bad about Africa in all sentences, but in the next sentence, walk back and throw in 2 bad things about the U.S. TJT says, okay, y'all, let's, okay, y'all, we talking about cult behavior. Let's stay focused. Yeah, because y'all talking about stimulus checks. Look at this. Because we want them checks. Okay, come on, y'all, get back on track. They are really talking about these checks. All right, so let me go. I'm about to go down here until we get off the checks. All right. Okay, so this first, let me go up here. Let me see where I am. So now I want to introduce you to who I'm talking about for those of you who do not know. This is a very talented young man who's very smart. He has very good manners. He seems to be very well educated. And he has knowledge and wisdom beyond his years. This young man is no one other than Mark Meets Africa. Now, Mark Meets Africa. He has a ton of videos on his YouTube channel, all right? So it's going to take me a little bit to get all this, to go through this. You see this? And these aren't even the live streams. So he has been traveling through Africa since this video. This is him. And he has been traveling through Africa since 2000 and this video is way back in 2020, y'all, not 21. So this is him, and this was in 2020. So he's been there for 5 years. Wow. That is a long time. 5 years. He's been going back and forth. I don't know if he goes back and forth. I haven't even got to that part where he's come back to the United States, but I have gotten to the part where he goes to different countries in Africa because he has to leave Tanzania. So this is him. So he's probably about, I don't know exactly. I told you guys, I think he's about 22, 23. So, wow, I didn't know he had been there that long. So that's 5 years. This is him. Mark has, like I said, he's been in Africa, Tanzania since 2020. He has, let me go down here. Or did that part. Okay. Okay. I showed his channel. Okay. He had started several businesses there, and he started an NGO. And I think the NGO I think he uses the NGO to support this school, or is it an orphanage? But I noticed that he did something with this orphanage. It seems like he raises money for this orphanage, okay? And he seems like a very nice young man, but I could tell by the way he talked that he had drank that Kool-Aid. That y'all know what I'm talking about. That to sell everything you got, let's go back and build Africa. Let's go back and build and invest Africa. I could tell by the way he was selling it, and he's a great businessman. He's a great marketing person. And yeah, I could tell, yep, this dude had drank the whole pitcher of Kool-Aid and didn't share it with anybody. I could tell he was deeply committed to this expat movement. That I could tell 100%. That's why it didn't surprise me when he came back with when he backtracked on his other video. That didn't surprise me at all, because that's part of what the cult does. You can't they don't stand any opposition. They don't stand any counter thoughts. So if you have a counter thought, of course he's going to rethink it, because what did we say? Cognitive dissonance. He has to do what? He has to admit what? That he was wrong. That's what he has to admit. And what did they say? That when they admit that they're wrong, that it's painful. You know, nobody wants to admit they're wrong. It's painful to admit that you're wrong. So they don't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying what the theory is saying. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We talking about it now. All right. We getting to know the dude. All right. So let me get back over here. He seemed, but one thing I noticed that was a little, even though he was part of this movement and he was suffering from this cognitive dissonance, he did have moments of reality where he would stand up for something that was wrong. Like most of the cognitive dissonance people, well, no, they will stand up, because Veronica did too. Remember Veronica? She was standing up for what she thought was wrong, which was the meat. So they will do that, but they won't stand up for and tell this movement that it's wrong for what you require of us. So that was one thing I did notice about him. He was a truth teller like Veronica. He would tell you the truth. If he sees something wrong, that's why it was hard for me to believe that he was caught up in scamming. But if he is, y'all need to tell me so I can know where to look. So, but I did hear that a long time ago, that he was scamming people. I don't know if for Go Black, I don't know who said it, but I did hear it. So that's why it was hard for me to believe this person would be caught up into that, because he seemed like he stands up for what is right. He stands up for the truth, and he doesn't, he's not, if he sees wrong, he's going to just say, hey, that's wrong, and you shouldn't be doing that. So let me give y'all an example of what I'm talking about here. So this is one of his videos, and this is when I said, oh, he may have drank the Kool-Aid a little bit, but, well, no, he drank the Kool-Aid a lot of it. Oh, God, he drinks the Kool-Aid a lot of it. Hey, y'all, look who on here. Hey, thank you. The Scent Police Academy. How you doing? How you been? Thank you for coming to see me. You always stop through and you always leave a super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Scent Policeman. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you've been just fine. Some channels on YouTube are like that, though. Cult behavior exists massively on, and that's what they said online too. Yeah, it'll be online communities, social media chat groups. Yeah, Kenza's chat group, his chat group. Yeah, all of them are like that. Daniel harasses it. Hold on, I can't see it. Great Lakes say Daniel is harsh. It's part of his witchcraft, though. They do more magic than a little bit over there. And that's another thing. So this cult is also using witchcraft. And I believe that wholeheartedly, that they're using witchcraft along with the cult behavior, the cult rules and regulations. Hush, hush, don't forget Rick needs a U.S. consulate. Now to help him get, honey, he out, that dude out the pen. That dude been out the pen. Cynthia ain't gonna leave that dude in there long. She would have sold that house if she had to. Cynthia would have sold herself if she had to get Rick out. Oh no, heat and rude folks in mass. That's a no. Yes, they are. It's hot and they rude. They very rude. Very rude. Not all of them, no. That's why I just try to. Yeah, I don't go no place I don't go places by myself. I don't unless I'm going to like meet. Like if when I was there, I would go meet Quasi at restaurants. That's about it. Or I would go meet Nima at a restaurant. That's about it. But as for me, no, I'm not doing that because I know how y'all treat women, single women. The way I'm built, fist will be in the air. You're just gonna be blown away though. Your mind is gonna be blown. You're not gonna be able to do nothing because you're gonna just be in shock. You're just gonna believe like you're gonna be standing there like, dang, did he just really disrespect me like that? Yeah. Then after a while, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm just ready to get up out of here. Shaking my hand. It's so sad. The way colonization has caused Africans to mistreat Black Americans. Yes. And then when they see us going over there acting the way we act, see, that plays into it too. That when they have contact with us, remember, all them people had all this money. These people weren't like the pillars of our society. These were the people, they told you they was broken, they was wounded, they was traumatized, they was everything. Those all sound like the mentally ill people went over there. And they think this is how Black Americans act. They look at them and they think this is us. And this is how we behave. So they think that's what you do. They go over there, you get their money, they don't think. They like the man was asking, so y'all don't even you don't check out the economy of the place, you just go. He basically saying y'all stupid. Y'all don't even research nothing. Y'all just get up and go. That's what he was saying. That's why Quasi whooped him one. Quasi almost unalive. Yeah, remember that? He did. And you know what? And that's why he told me when we was out there with Black Acres. You remember? Because I told you when we first got there, when we first seen them, Quasi had an attitude, right? He had an attitude and I had an attitude, right? So he was like, we was going to move. And then I was like, well, come on, let's just go sit over there. He was like, no, we're going to sit right here. So the table was like right in front of them. So he was like, no, we're not. Basically, he was saying, we ain't going to move because they right there. So let's just sit right here where we was going to sit. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, so it's just going to be whatever it's going to be. So we're just sitting there. And that's when I could tell Quasi was mad because he get real quiet. He ain't talking, he ain't smiling. And then they call Quasi over there because they know in Quasi's heart, he want to be the peacemaker. He want to be the peacemaker, y'all. He want us all to get along. He believe in this community stuff. He believe in it with all his heart. He believe in it. So they call him over there and they telling him, I hear him talking about me, like basically she ain't from here. She ain't part of our community. We all need to stick together. We don't need to be turning on each other. And I'm like, you sit up and talk about Quasi like a dog. But when you see him with me, you gonna do this, and then they just basically just start performing. So after that, but he stayed calm and he kind of refereed it and all that. But that's when he told me, he said, Kiki, that's why I had to calm myself down. He said, because as you see, when I went in there, I was hyped. But he said, you see, I calmed myself down. I said, yeah, you did. He said, because I thought about how easy it is to get in trouble over there. He said, you can't be fighting over there. If you hurt somebody in a fight, you get in a lot of trouble over there. And he said he thought about the trouble he got into and how he had to pay all this money. And he said he just didn't want to go through that again. So he said he always he always makes sure he controls himself now. So yeah, he don't do that no more, honey. I'm not buying anything Mark's Meet Africa has to say. Why? Y'all tell me why. Yeah, please like the video, y'all, today. Right. That's a good one, Stephanie. Let's like the video because y'all know what? Today is somebody's birthday. So let's get this video a like for their birthday. And y'all know what? Let's subscribe to the channel for their birthday. All right? They'll love it. Wherever they are, they will love it. He was 19 when there. Is he still there, Jennifer? All right, so let's check out this first video. This is when I was like, okay, so he seemed like a truth-telling type of dude. He seemed like he don't like nonsense. So let me show y'all this. That's why when I saw this video, I was like, he can't be scamming people. Scammers don't tell the truth. Scammers don't even embrace the truth. But he was embracing the truth, and I'm like, wait a minute. He was just checking the girl all in public. He didn't care. And that was the second time I seen him do it. I seen him do it again. So I'm like, oh, so this dude. Hold on, let me make sure y'all got it up here before I skip the ad. Okay, listen.
You got to think about what you just said. Your religion says what? They don't. But again, you got to think about what you just said. Your religion says what? Lying is prohibited. You've seen your sister lie. I'm just saying. It's a habit, but it's not a good habit. Drinking is a habit. But what
he said it's a habit to lie in Tanzania. It's a habit for her friend to lie. So what's going on here? Mark is recording. I don't think they know he's recording, okay? So Mark is recording, and the girl came into where they are. I don't know where I think it was a bank, and he was doing business. And the girl came up to him, and he said the girl was dressed really nice, and the girl asked him for some money. So he was like, he looked at her and he said, why does she need money? Doesn't she work and blah, blah, blah. So the girl just kind of admitted that she just wanted the money because she just wanted to get it from him, that she really didn't need the money like that. So Mark is going off, and this is what we hear, okay? So let me start it from the beginning.
Again, you got to think about what you just said. Your religion says what? Lying is prohibited. You've seen your sister lie. I'm just saying. It's a habit, but it's not a good habit. Yeah. Drinking is a habit. But what does the Quran say about drinking?
Right.
I know. It's a lack of knowledge, but your sister's lying. You got to keep her in check.
It's a lack of knowledge that the girl don't know she's a Muslim with a hijab, head covered on, and everything, the full dress, and she don't know that she shouldn't be lying, basically trying to steal money from Mark because you're telling him a lie to get some money. That's theft by deception.
You say, hey, we're both Muslim. We can't lie. She's standing right here and you know the right thing and she doesn't know the right thing. You know what I mean? I know. You know me. I got to be on top of it.
That's why it's so hard for me to believe this dude is a scammer. Oh, and he's fluent in Swahili like little dude, little Raheem, Doug, Black Acres of the Gambia. He like him. He fluent in Swahili, which is excellent. Very, very good.
All right. Badai. Anapenda hela. Anataka hela. Habari dada. Woo-wee. Okay, guys, so I just got done with quite a situation. I went to my eye doctor to pick up some new frames, hopefully. And
sorry, I think I said he was at the bank. He was at the eye doctor.
I had a little bit of a situation, and this is just a little quirky thing where, I don't know if you heard some of the conversation. I recorded it late.
Honey, we heard it all.
I'm standing there, we're having a great conversation, and a woman comes in. And the woman who like the reception desk, she's a Muslim woman, right? She practices that religion. She wears the traditional scarves and all this stuff. and she is a Muslim woman. And another Muslim woman comes in, and we're both speaking English, right? And she immediately begins to smile and laugh and looks at the woman, and then smiles and looks at me, and she's holding a phone. She's wearing nice, clean clothes. She has, nothing wrong really, but at first sight. And she begins to ask me for some money, some help. And, I had to look at her and say, oh, don't you have are you working? Are you da-da-da-da-da? And I'm like, trying to get to the bottom of it before I give her anything. Because honestly, she didn't look like she needed it. And judging by the facial expressions, she was, and this is something you might see here, they assume because, you're speaking a different language, or you might be a foreigner. Sometimes.
But one thing I'm noticing about wherever he is, this thing's very developed. So that's one thing I'm noticing.
People assume that you're kind of stupid and just give out money.
Yeah,
and that sounds
they do.
Really weird, but it's what I've been told here.
It's true, because let me tell y'all, I went to one of my friends' house. We went to it was our friend's house. We went over there, right? So it was this girl there, and we were all just sitting back there just talking, and she comes up and she's sitting next to me, okay, and she says, I'm hungry, and she talking to me, right? Honey, I sit up in my chair. I said, well, if you're hungry, I guess you need to go get something to eat. I don't know why you're telling me you're hungry. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Yeah. Because basically, this was a grown woman, okay? This wasn't a little girl. This wasn't a young girl. This was a grown woman. Grown as I am. She was not hungry. She was at our friend's household. That was one of our friend's relatives. But she was trying to be funny. Like, oh, this is a stupid American lady. Because she didn't know where I was from until she heard me speaking. That's why I don't like to speak. But the only reason she heard me is because she was in the back where we were. And that's when she comes back and sits down next to me and just flop in the seat. Like, I'm really going to give her some money. I looked at her. Y'all know I was so mad. I was so mad. I don't even know whether she understood me or not. But I think she understood me because I could tell she understood the way I was looking at her.
We just see foreigners. They just have so much to give. They just give it out. Because I'm guessing they've run into enough people or heard enough stories about people giving out money without actually questioning the people they're giving it to, just to get them out of their face. And that happens a lot here. But back to the story, I determined she didn't really have any issues and didn't need the money. So I told her, you know what, do you really need it? And she was like, she smiled and she was laughing, which you can kind of tell she was lying. And she eventually said no, but she wants it. I was like, why would you lie to me in the first place to get it, saying you need it to get home and all this stuff? And I had to back up and say, wait, aren't you a Muslim? And she was like, yes. And I was like, okay, so and again, I'm not, whether I ascribe to the religion or not, I have to understand it so that I can understand those who follow it.
No, he's right. He's so right about that, because some of us will go over there and don't even understand that this is an Islamic country. And these are Islamic countries. They're not Christian. They're Islamic country. The rules are different. Some of these countries follow Sharia law. We don't even know what a Sharia law is. We don't even know. We'll think Sharia is a person. We'll be like, well, who was Sharia? They don't know. They don't know. But what did he say? I need to understand Islam because I'm dealing with a culture of people that this is the religion and this is the rules that they live by. And if you understand Islam, then you can hold them accountable just like he did, because that's what I do. When you understand their culture, when you understand their religion, When you understand the rules, they got rules in their society and they don't like to break them because they know when they break the cultural norms, when they break the religious rules, oh, it's bad. It's bad. But if you don't know them, how you going to hold them accountable? How you going to hold them accountable? He understands the language. He understands the religion. It is really hard for me to believe that this man is scamming. But we ain't got there yet because I don't.
And I know the Quran says that lying is prohibited. And so she basically did this.
Even though you may not be a Muslim, it is a good idea to read the Quran so you'll know what they believe in. Because what if there's something that you're totally against in there? And you're married to a man who believes that. But you don't know because you haven't taken the time to read the book that he calls his holy book. That's another big, huge mistake that we make.
I said, so what do you mean that's not okay? And she's like, yeah. And then the other woman, right, this is my friend, by the way. She's like, but she knows I have to be, have integrity in what I say and what I do. And so again, I turn to her and I say, this is your sister. She's literally she's not following the beliefs that you both say you ascribe to. You go to the same mosque. And you mean to tell me, essentially you mean to tell me, I said you go to the same mosque. You mean to tell me that it's okay if she doesn't follow what she says she believes? And the woman is like, it's just our culture. Lying is such a common thing.
Can you believe that, y'all? But it's the truth. I never heard anybody say that except for him. Never. He is so, lying is the culture. And the girl said it's just our culture and they just accepted that you're a bunch of liars. And this is where y'all running into to dump y'all money in Tanzania too. Tanzania. Oh no. Lord have mercy.
And with Tanzanians, almost got run over. Well, not really. But lying is such a common thing with Tanzanians. I'm telling you, it is like you will find people will say that it's okay to lie in business. It's okay to lie in schools. It's okay to lie. It's just okay to lie if it solves the problem temporarily. And I'm not.
Wait. So my question is, why would you want to relocate? Why would you want to repatriate? Why would you want to expat? Why would you even want to visit a country? Well, that's what they do. Where lying is the culture. Do you know what's going to happen to you? Everything is going to be a lie. How much you pay is going to be a lie. How much you get when you buy something is going to be a lie. Where you stay is going to be a lie. You're going to have so many problems with your accommodation because it's all a lie. This is shocking.
Not even exaggerating when I say that. People will lie with no hesitation. And it's not to say people are liars here, but it's hard to call it anything else. And it's so widespread to the point where it does make doing business a little more difficult. And it does make interacting with people in an honest way a little more difficult because people are so quick to lie. Even Tanzanians will tell you they will lie very easily, very quickly. And so I'm talking to this woman, right? And me, right, I have to operate on logic. And so the logic in what she said made no sense. So I had to look and say, well, why do you?
He operates with logic, and the logic in what she said makes no sense. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Lord, please don't let me find out this man's a scammer. I don't think that this young man better not be no scammer. Not with all the sense he got. Not with all the sense he got.
Why do you practice a religion if you can't follow its beliefs?
Exactly.
And
why do you follow a religion if you cannot practice its beliefs? Because you're a liar. You are a liar. You're following a religion that you cannot even practice its beliefs. There you have it. That explains why everything is going on the way it's going on.
And she was like, well, we can't change our culture. And I'm like, well, then that means, again, if you, this is just religion, whether it's Christian, whether it's Muslim, whatever religion you ascribe to, you're not supposed to be a part of the culture where you come from. You're supposed to be a part of your religion you say you're a part of.
Exactly. You are supposed to be not a part of the culture. You're supposed to be a part of that religion that you say you are. He's exactly right, because you give up the religion, your culture, and you cling to your religion. But not in Islam, they don't. It changes. Islam changes from culture to culture to culture to culture. They change it just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. That's why you got to know the Quran like he does. So you can say, oh, well, show me where it says that in the Quran. And then they might want to throw up the hadiths to you, but say, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Quran. That's what we're talking about, the word of God. That's what we're talking about.
And so the hypocrisy here was,
yes,
do not lie, but since you're...
He said the hypocrisy here. Oh, Lord. I ain't listened to not no video where these repats ever use the word hypocrisy. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
We're in a place where most people, and this is what she said, we're in a place where most people lie like it's nothing. And I said, okay, so you're not going to try to be different or do anything that would imply that you're, a part of something else? Yeah. She's like, no. And I was like, do you not see how that sounds?
He said no.
And again, I'm not trying to.
He said, are you going to try to improve and be better and she said no. She said no, y'all. She said no.
Start a conflict or anything, but again, logic is logic, and that didn't add up. And so I'm like, so you practice this all the time, and you go to study, you study this, and you make yourself known about all the practices, and you ascribe to the belief supposedly, but you won't actually practice it. And that was, she basically said yes to that, and I was like, huh? Right. And I don't get it, I mean, you see something similar with Christians in the U.S., at least, because I can say that, and it's that they could even gossip right after church, and it's like,
honey, they gossip in church, not right. They don't even wait till it's over.
That's something that the belief system they ascribe to says not to do. So I think it's hypocrisy in general. But I think I'm realizing now more so than ever how widespread it really is. People don't ascribe to what they believe in.
No.
People don't follow their own belief systems. No. And it's confusing for people that are trying to respect those belief systems. So I don't know. You heard the interaction. It wasn't a negative one necessarily.
See,
because the woman just didn't understand.
There go the moonshine movement cooking in. Okay? Because look, you hear what he said? Charlie called it the moonshine movement. Now, wait a minute. You hear it kicking in. It wasn't a negative interaction. Honey, it was the truth. It ain't a positive and negative. Don't have nothing. The truth is not on a positive or negative Richter scale. The truth is the truth. Period. And that was the truth. So you basically saying your whole country is just full of liars who pretend to be Muslims.
Well, no, she had to have, because she's been studying the religion and she's a part of it. That's disappointing, really.
He looked so disappointed there. When he did that, he looked like he was really disappointed. When he put his head down, let me see if I can go to that again.
It wasn't a negative one necessarily, because the woman just didn't understand Well, no, she had to have, because she's been studying the religion and she's a part of it.
Yeah.
That's disappointing, really.
Yeah.
And I told the woman, I said, because again, this is my friend. I'm like, you're very smart. You can't let your sister, lie to you and say you can't let your sister, you got to keep her responsible for what she says she believes in.
Okay, so let's just stop right there. So if y'all want to see the rest of that, we'll go to Mark's channel because he went on a little longer about that also. All right, let me get some of y'all comments. Let me go down. What time is it? Okay, I'm up behind a little bit. I remember him saying, oh, wait a minute. Again, I like Mark. However, he lies through omission. Ooh, life without limits. Tell me more about that. What do you mean? Give me an example. I remember him saying in one of his videos that American passport grannies in Tanzania were frequently trying to jump his bones. What? What proportion? What is that? I can't see it, y'all. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Propositioning left and right. Oh. See why I can't stand them passport grannies? They are embarrassing. That is a little boy. You can tell Mark is very young. He is very young. Oh, Jesus. And that's probably so disgusting to him. And he probably so disappointed. He probably disappointed with that too. He probably just put his head down and be like, wow, why do they have to do that to me? The problem is trying to delve into another country or economics culture or economic system thinking it's like America. And she's right. But your thinking just automatically thinks it's like America. You just do that naturally. You have to be intentional and tell yourself, this is not America. You're not in Kansas anymore. Oh, Fiona said he gave me Umar Johnson vibes. Jennifer Douglas, did anyone see anything that he built? He was always building something. Who are you talking about? Umar, or who gave you Umar vibes? Mark? Who are you talking about, Fiona? Passport grannies loved. Ooh, that's sad. I don't know what happened to Mirage. Who was Mirage? What are y'all talking about? That's a red flag. I never watched him because he's young. Okay, are you talking about? Okay, I don't know who y'all talking about. So let me keep going. It's hard to contact. He had a contract on his page for those who wanted to support his project. I read the contract and it was beyond basic and I can't see that. Sequential? What does that say? Essential, non-sensational. I can't see. Sensational, I can't see the rest. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm suffering through this. I think it's the C's look like S's. I'm sorry, y'all. Fiona said, oh, that's Fiona who said, I don't follow him directly. I don't either. Wait a minute. You going back to the West for round 2 with Suge Mama and Uncle Rick. You know I am, honey. Honey, yes. I got to go back to the Wild Wild West. Yes. I'll be in the West soon, y'all. Soon. Despite it being non-sequential, I can't understand. I can't see that word, y'all. I can't see the letters good. These tubers want us to finance. Yep, they're F-ups and scams. They do. Seems that way. Yep. Ain't giving those YouTubers a red cent. All right, so now that video really made me like think Mark was just like a all right guy. Mark is tenderhearted and charismatic. I like him. Hello, everyone. Hey, Jim Jars. Hey, how you been, lady? The Mark guy sounds and moves like an American Muslim. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam. You absolutely right. Because you know what else says Nation of Islam to me? That shirt button to the top. Either you lived with your grandma all your life, or either Nation of Islam. You're right, he did look like that. He would excel in the US. He sure would. He's a good business person. I've been watching since he started there, and I didn't see anything pointing to him scamming. I always wondered if he is a trust fund baby. Oh, so you wondered where he got his money from. So you didn't know either where he got his money from. I've had total strangers make male and female ask me for money in Jamaica. Wow. Yeah, me too. Okay. Okay. He's got a lot of wisdom. No looking. Okay. So, no looking for Sharia. Not looking for Sharia. I know. Yeah, girl, they don't know nothing about that. I research I do before I even go there. That's how I was taught. You research it. I remember that was before even the internet. I was going to the library. I remember researching Cameroon, looking at books. Well, no, that's a lie. The internet was out. I take that back. The internet was out, but I wasn't researching on the internet. I still believed in books, had all the answers. So I remember I went and I tried to get this book. I had to order this book from the library about Cameroon and what was the cultural norms and social norms there. I dress fairly conservative by U.S. standards, but nobody is going to tell me what not to wear. All right, now let's check out. That's 750. Oh, let me go down here to these. I'm not too far behind. I'm trying to see. I don't want to be too far behind on the comments. Again, why then try to open a business there? Yeah, how can you trust stuff? That's what I want to know. Someone wrote a book, The Speed of Truth, about how business flows properly with honesty and trust. It does. I visited my friend in Oman, and her Tanzania cousin begged me on a daily. Wanted my shoes, my purse, my watch. What? It was like, you either need a man or a job. Then I became the enemy. See, because you won't give them nothing. Muslim women degrading herself, begging. Exactly. Right, Steph. Maybe he wanted to adventure in another place. He's young and he continues to travel. He will find out that lying is a bigger part of third world culture, country culture. People who don't have anything fabricate without thought. They sure do, Crypto Wall. I don't think he's a scammer. He learned fast, trust me. He learned fast, trust no one. He did. Wow. The success of those few people who got over on me was when I deviated from my own personal safeguard. Yep, and intuition. And that's what the thing is saying. Remember, that's what he said in the cognitive dissonance video. That's exactly what he said. That's what happens. That's how they get over. That's when they get over on you. Because you separate yourself from what you believe is true. I don't think he was a scammer. Like many, he was naive when it came to hold on, let me make this bigger. I don't think he was a scammer. I think he was naive when it comes to non-locals living and doing business and led others into the wilderness. Oh, he led people into the wilderness? Are you serious? So he had people following him too? Giving him money too? Dang, he started tap dancing backwards. Yes, he did. He did it in that video. The Buddhist monks. Okay. All right, now I want to show y'all this other video, okay? Let me go get it. I was invited to a local wedding in Zanzibar. The way the women were on the ground dancing, if you know what I mean, it was giving respectable. It wasn't giving. Oh, girl, no, don't say that. I can imagine. They know Mark can help them get back to the U.S. This tough life lessons he could have learned. Yes, he could have. He could and still has some money. Yes, he could have learned it here. Exactly. Mark gives me Umar vibes. Wow. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens in this next video. So, in February, so I told you Mark had been going around, trying to just decide what he was going to do in Tanzania. He was just like traveling around, just having a good time, right? So I noticed by February 2022, so maybe for the first year and a half, oh, y'all, excuse me for yawning. First year and a half. Wait a minute, hold on. I think he might have just been traveling around Tanzania, right? Trying to decide what he wanted to do. But I think he might have started that NGO in there during that time frame, because that's when I seen a lot of videos about the orphanage and raising money for the orphanage. But it was also during that time that I ran across a video and I saw that he was buying land and that he wanted to build a community. And that's when I'm like, oh, let me see what's going on here. So hold on, y'all. Let me get the video up. And this one is called Looking for Land. And I want you to listen to the stuff saying to these people who he's buying this land from, okay? I want you to listen to it carefully, all right? Because some of the things he was saying, I thought they were kind of problematic and they could cause him some problems later on. But I don't think he realized that. I think he called himself being, a smart businessman. Maybe in America, but not there. So hold on, let's listen to this. This is the video where he's looking for some land to buy because he's decided he wants to build a community center. And I'm thinking a community center, what? I'm thinking like our community centers, right? But no, he's not talking about that type of community center. He wants a community center where it can help the diaspora who come there, to help them, like a transition center. To me, it's more like a transition center. And then it evolved to housing and other things. It's just, wait till you hear how he's describing it. So this is the land for it. Now remember, this is February 2022. We are now in March of 2025.
Alitaka kujua kutoka hapa ili achukue video. Ndio maana nikamwambia tuanze kwanza zoezi la kuonyeshana. Alafu tukimaliza ndo uchukue video.
Nasema na hapa nyumbani included au hapana? No. So where does the property line end? Okay, because that pillar right there looks like where the plot ends. But if we could get this plot and the next one, it'd be a more convenient deal. Because right now it's looking like so there's going to be some issues running into what we want to build with the neighbors. We don't want them too close to the premise.
What do you want to build?
Hold on one second. Let me show this angle. Yeah, but is this entire plot available? You see this entire square? Is that whole thing available? Or is it only sectioned out? Because it looks like those are unofficial settlements.
They are officials to us.
Okay, to you, but now we have to look at the legality of them being there. If those plots are for sale and they don't have the legal rights to be there, then the land itself is for sale as well. And we want to make sure we're getting all of it if we can, because we don't want improper settlements, because in the future that could bring trouble to us.
Yes.
But you see what I'm saying, right? From this tree all the way to this other tree right here, and then we have up to this post. Okay.
Listen, if you want your neighbors to buy your land, to sell you the land which you want, you first have to buy this one.
Yes,
then,
we can do that.
Then this
so the guy, he's telling him
to
ask your neighbors to sell you the land, because he's in the village. I guess he lives in the village. So he's talking to these village people about selling them this land. Okay.
I didn't hear it. When I say my name, I'm here. Yeah, let's get out of the sun. But the sun is good for us. Come on now. People of the sun.
My friend, listen to me. Listen to me. Mboni mpiji tunaangalia hichi na kingi mboni mpiji kina fence kabisa.
Lakini kwanza nataka these.
Yes, merge. We're going to get to merge. Okay, this is the land for merge. Okay, this is it. Merge, the merge community center, and the merge. I guess it was a community. So yeah, this is the land. This is the land for that project.
Neighbors to sell, because I'm not going to build a fence and then buy more land and then build another.
They are not going to be interested to sell you if you first you have to buy this one.
Yes.
Then they are going to be interested to sell it.
Okay, I figured, but let's get a price first before we tell them. Look. Before we tell them that we're interested in buying. Kwa sababu hii ndogo sana. Angalia. Small, but we have to give a very good deal. And it'd be one neighbor or two. Or three. So we buy 3 of them.
Maybe.
Because we can use these houses as some sort of facility as well.
So he wants to buy the land.
But yeah, so
he wants to buy the land and the property on the land. Okay.
Right now, if we could get in contact with the owner of this plot, we could have everything over here, everything over here.
I don't know if this is the actual place. This might be it, because I look like the big house. This might be it.
And everything behind us, and that would be a good size to start off. But first we got to get them to sell, you say. But we can get this under the pretense that they're guaranteed to sell, because we don't want to get it and find out they don't want to sell.
That will be a huge amount of money.
Well, unless we get them to sell for very low. We have to convince them that the land isn't worth that much in their hands. I mean, because
that part, did y'all understand? That part, I couldn't believe he said that. He said we have to convince them that the land is not worth that much in their hands. So that sounds like he going in trying to deceive the people on the land. Like he think the land, he know the land is worth more than what he want to pay for it, but he's trying to convince them that it's not worth more. It's not worth much. So they should just sell it to him for a cheap price. I couldn't believe he said that.
Houses again, I'm looking at this. These houses, according to the bricks, they look like they haven't been finished, and it's been over a year.
If the plot was empty, but now they have built the houses.
We can compensate them for the houses, but we have to compensate them for what's built. There's nothing, too crazy built. So we can give them a little extra for those houses and then, do what we need to do. But we have to sell them on the fact. You ask them, how long has it been since you completed this house? I mean, since you started construction. Again, look at the bricks. The wear and tear on those bricks tells you which thing. It's been around for a long time incomplete, which means they ran out of money or they don't have their financial situation.
See, I wouldn't have said that either. I might have thought that. I might have thought in my head, oh, they don't have any money, because if they would have had money, they would have finished this project, you know. So I would have went in with a lower price, you know. But everything he's saying, I would have never said this to these African people because it's kind of like disrespectful too, you know.
Isn't so they can finish it right now. And it could be another 3 years, another 4 years. We have to tell them that. You know, it could be years before this is done, and we don't want them to have to wait.
Yes.
What? Okay, let's look.
It's far. It's
Mbali
a little far from here. A little far.
Dakika ngapi?
kama kilomita
3.
usifupishe hivyo bwana, afu mkaja mkagombana. Huyu anaelewa.
Twende basi kwenye pointi.
Yeah, first we can look at that one as well.
Kilomita mwambie 5, 6.
This will be historic.
Okay.
If you guys are interested, the offer's still there. I'd say get it before it's gone, because the people that are in, they see the potential. It's something that's needed. Right now, we're actually in the area where most of the diaspora stay. So we don't want it to be too far from where everybody is, because we're all clustered in one place. And we're actually on our way to see a bigger plot now. Yeah?
Okay, so let me show y'all. I'm not sure if that's the one he bought. Okay, but he went to so let's look at this one. See, when I click on the link to invest on that video, oh, y'all can't see it, but it goes nowhere. Let me see if I can get it to show. When I click on the link, that link doesn't lead anywhere. So he has it in the description box, but yeah, it doesn't show up. Oh, here it is. When you click on it, this is what you get, that they can't find the site. But I was able to look around, and I think I typed in merge. Is this it? No, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. That's ESPN. I typed in merge and Mark meets Africa. And I think that's when I found it. Here it is. This is when I found this. Hold on, y'all can't see that. Okay, let me get off of this one. But you see it's right there. So I clicked on the link. Let me open it and go over here and show y'all the advertisement for this merge. So I'm like, okay, so what is merge? So he's going around promoting this merge. This is the wrong thing. He's going around promoting merge. And remember, he's saying it is a community center. So I'm thinking it's like a community center, like, you know, where's it at? Yeah. Here it is. Okay. I'm thinking it's like a community center, like where you go play sports and stuff, but no, it is, this is it. This is the web page. Okay. And remember, I put in Mark Meets Africa and it brought that up. So if you have any updated information on merge, please let me know, because I haven't got that far yet. However, I did find a website that was working. I just pulled it up. Okay. So on this website, let me tell you what merge is, because this is complicated. Merge is a community center established by the diaspora for the diaspora, right? Our primary objective is to aid and advise individuals seeking to return to Africa, simplifying the relocation process. We champion community development and aspire to foster unity and growth within and beyond Africa. Let's make history together. Our mission is to help the diaspora who want to return to their roots. We want to make the relocation process as easy and simple as possible. Our goal is to offer services that are created by diaspora for diaspora and offered at fair prices. Our objective is community development. We want to see the diaspora and Africans rise both in and outside of Africa. We strive to change the narrative about Africans and African diaspora and to inspire unity and development. We will reach this goal by doing what is right and putting the people first. No more selling out our people on compromising. This is where the change starts. Let's make history together. So this is their webpage, the Merge Africa webpage. They offer airport assistance, consulting, and temporary and long-term accommodations. So again, this sounds like Invest Relocate Africa to me. That's what this sounds like to me. So you can join the community, explore their investment opportunities. Let's see what happens if we hit become a member. So this is what you pay to become a member. $500 is your Merge basic membership. $700 is your Merge base gold membership, and your business membership is $1,500 US. What do you get? You get home finding service, monthly check-in services. Oh, they help you find a home. They check in on you every month, once a month. They give you land services. They deal with the landlord for you. Landlord services. They do online payment services for your rent and other things. So I guess you pay them and they pay your landlord for you. You have access to opportunities, access to community resources, access to an ID card, and an advocate. And you have to be a signing. You have to sign a contract. Because that says contract signing witness. So that's for $500. What do you get for? Oh, for the $700, you get 4 1-hour consultations per year, and you get the language class. You get to learn Swahili. Now, for the business, the $1,500, you get an advocacy call when you're in trouble. You contract signing witness, an hour consultation per 4 for a year. You get the language classes. Management will watch over your project. Investment help with your money. Business negotiation and transaction. So that's why he was helping that lady. Remember, well, y'all don't know, but he was helping this lady and her son find a place. Business negotiation, business help, legal service, discounts and other Merge services, and experience. Free consultation for an hour before your membership starts. Priority dealings. You get priority dealings during office hours. So those are the packages for memberships they offer. $500, $700, $1,500. These are the projects. The Eco Village project is housing development located in Mwanza region of Tanzania. They create a sustainable living environment that fosters community spirit and harmony and nature. Join us by building together. And then the community center is just where cultures come together. It serves as a bridge to connect people from diverse backgrounds. And if you want them to contact you, you connect there. You fill this out. Here's their contact information. They're on WhatsApp. And they're also, you can email them. So this is his project. This is his big project. Okay, this is what you guys are supposed to donate to. Now, there is Let me look up here. Because there was another one that I found that showed the investors. No, that's not it. It was one that showed the investors page. Oh, maybe that one's gone. And it said that they had to pay, it was $100 a month, not a month. We looked at that one. It was a Word document. And you have to pay, oh, I think it was in one of these videos. But you have to pay, it showed you how much you had to pay to be in this organization, to join this community, all right? So that was in, let me see when that was. He made that plea in March. Then right after that, he went to Malawi. Like right after he did this whole thing, this video I showed you, he goes to Malawi. But then I remembered they have to go to Malawi. Well, they have to go somewhere because of the Tanzania visa. Okay, let me get some of y'all questions now. He did say, one thing he did say is you can't win in the system built against you. Yes, it is. It is built against you. What's the time, y'all? 8:26. Oh, we gotta hurry up. Okay, let me go down here. Get some of y'all comments real quick. So now he's there. He's pitched this to us. He's pitched this idea, right? He got the website up. He even got this investment site up. I'll show that to y'all probably next time when we go on to the next time when we finish. Okay, so he's got all that up for y'all right now. The next time he talks about this, because I'm like, okay, you went to Malawi right after that. That's odd. It seemed like he would stay, but he couldn't because of the situation. So then that was in February, or was it March? When was that? March. He goes to Malawi. February, he presents his plan. He said he got 120 investors in this eco-friendly place. So now it's June, right? So I'm like, okay, he wants to give us an update. So I'm like, well, let's check out this update. So let's check it out, y'all. Let's check out the update on the community. So let me get this up here. Let me put this up here. And this is when he starts really advertising for this community. He's going to show us around. Hold on, I know y'all can't see it. Hold on, I'm about to put it up here. And this is when we get to see the community. We get to see we get to see the development. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he really is doing stuff with the community. Okay, so let's check this out. And somebody's here. I don't know if this is one of the investors, but it's somebody is there with him.
The ones who needed work. So we.
Oh, let me go back.
Marava. Look at that. Okay, it doesn't look as bad in person. They were sending me pictures while I was in Arusha of the paint. Okay, let's take a look.
But he said it doesn't look as bad in person. So that makes me think that he still think it looked bad.
So they're painting. We got some people in the front ready to do some work. You can see the chocolate color, and it's only gonna look better from here. I'm not gonna lie, there's some spots they gotta redo, but it doesn't look that bad. Hey, shikamo bibi. And there's our manager right over here. Okay, so down here, you guys, it's a lot going on today. Somebody's actually coming with the rest of the paint, specially mixed color from the factory. So we walking down here. What do you think about it so far?
Look nice on the outside.
Yeah, and the front's gonna be gold. Yeah, it's a big building. We're gonna turn it into a
So this is the center. Like this is gonna be the center. Okay.
mall. So at first we thought it was gonna be a school, but it's too big for a
Oh,
school.
excuse me. No, this isn't gonna be the center.
Doesn't look that bad.
Excuse me, this is gonna be a mall or a school. Okay.
Hey, shikamo bibi. And there's our manager right over here. Okay, so down here, you guys, it's a lot going on today. Somebody's actually coming with the rest of the paint, specially mixed color from the factory. So we walking down here. What do you think about it so far?
Look nice on the outside.
Yeah, and the front's gonna be gold. Yeah, it's a big building. We're gonna turn it into a mall. So at first we thought it was gonna be a school, but it's too big for a school. We can build a mall with a school inside and a whole bunch of other stuff. Hey, so over here we're gonna keep some animals for like a petting zoo and stuff like that. So we have these people. This is our manager, Grace. Our amazing manager.
Oh, that's
Wow, you look nice.
thanks.
Ah.
How are you?
And these are our foodies. This is my friend.
Nina Iswa Dante.
Dante, that's
Yeah.
good. It's nice to
Nice to
meet
meet you.
you.
Nina Farrar Kukutana.
She'll be working with the diaspora. Here's a diaspora.
Yeah.
So it's actually more space than I remember. So up here, yeah, we want animals and play equipment out here and all this stuff so that the children have something to do as well as the parents. So the cafe will be like right over there. The restaurant somewhere inside. There's going to be a food court somewhere. We're going to have, a daycare inside. There's going to be animals out here again.
Listen to this. Animals, daycare, mall. I mean, wow.
People can learn about like raising chickens. We'll sell chickens too. We'll sell dogs. We'll sell all this stuff. Inside, of course, there's going to be other things. We want a movie theater in there because it's big.
A movie theater, a mall, a restaurant.
And now that it's coming together,
Put a big smile on my face.
yeah.
See it. This is nice.
And our wonderful manager is going to make sure it happens. So, what are they saying about the measurements on the?
I bought these ropes. These
Okay.
ropes here. I had to buy a 2,000.
Okay.
I paid the transfer.
Okay.
The office will refund me my money.
Who?
The office.
Oh, this man.
Mage.
Okay. But let's see
Wow.
where we're gonna put each animal. So up here,
Yeah, let's see.
since these two are the biggest spaces,
I think the animals should stay here.
at the bottom.
Just here.
Okay. As long
And
as
then
we put
the-
irrigation for the water, because if it rains, they'll be washed
They have to be
up on
The-
stilts,
yeah.
like your mom in Morogoro. I mean,
Yes,
in
yes,
they put the goats
The
on
houses
stilts.
have to be up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fundi said because of the water, they should not be down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as they plan that out, so they're painting the walls still. They've been painting for the last few days. Those are our brothers from the streets, the older ones, the older ones who needed work. So we put them in here. They're security, and they're painters, and when they can be, they are repairmen. So we're using them as
wood or brick.
well. We want to use what looks best, and we want to paint the houses for the animals to be the same color as the building.
Okay, so
And on the top of a cuckoo or rabbits or something like that. We'll make it like fun.
here, these
This is for the walkway, yeah. And even for the walkway, we got to put and you know the plaque, like you put a stand here,
Yeah.
and it has the words on it.
Yeah.
It'll say what the animal is or something.
Well, like a stair thing
Yeah.
for them to climb.
Yes.
Umesikia fundi?
Or no, not a stair.
Yeah.
So here will be a gate.
Yeah.
So this is the gate. And we'll have a fence here, fence here, fence there, and then there's a gate that the people can walk in.
Oh.
And the back right over there, there'll be the
The
animal
houses,
house.
yeah.
This is where the animals roam. That's the animal house for when it rains and things.
They run to their house.
They run to the house.
Umesikia? Kwa mfano, nyumba ziko full. Alafu hapa
What you think about it, man?
kuna wavu.
I like what I
Alafu
hear.
Okay, look at them painting that wall.
wanyama wanakimbilia kule
Because people wanted, I tell you, Tay, people wanted an update on it. This stuff is getting done. fresh paint. It just takes time. Let me give him a talk around and talk to him.
Go inside.
Let me see if any doors are open.
Well, that's the worst thing you could be accused of is intellectual dishonesty. Let's look at this comment, y'all. We're about to get off here. Y'all know we're going to finish this one. This is a lot. Mark loves singing Kumbaya and positivity, but not providing details on the many negatives he encounters. This is intellectual dishonesty. You know, when I was in school, that was the worst thing that you could be accused of is intellectual dishonesty. You would not want that. You do not. That is just like the worst. Hold on, let me get back to that. I clicked the wrong button. But yeah, that's pretty bad. So he knows. It's like, tell me, what happened to this community? I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still at this part, but I want y'all to listen to this, what he's selling this guy. You know, this place he's talking about building is unbelievable. Listen to all the stuff. Listen to all the stuff that's supposed to be in this one building with animals out. Are y'all thinking about how much the logistics of building that first? And then are y'all thinking about how much that's going to cost second?
Okay, look at him painting that wall.
Are y'all considering even the reality?
Because people wanted, I tell you, people wanted an update on it. This stuff is getting done. Fresh paint. It just takes time. Let me give him a talk around and talk to him.
So people have been asking him. I guess people were donating money. He said 120 people were investing, and an investment was $100. So people are asking him what's going on with this project. So he wanted to give us a video update.
Let me see if any doors are open. You want to see inside? Yeah, let's go. So yeah, we have security, we have painters, we have mechanics, we have everything. They've schemed the building. Scheming it took a few days.
So this video,
you have to put the white chalk on the building before you can paint it.
This video to me seems like a video that he did to show the investors that he wasn't scamming them out their money.
They're painting. So again, guys, if you want to know, things are happening. If you remember let me clean this camera really well. But if you guys want to know, like this one might be the daycare. No, there's another one. Let's go inside.
Oh yeah, it has a daycare.
I don't know if everything's open.
Yeah, it has some of the daycare stuff too.
This one won't be the daycare, so we got to change the walls. This one up here. See, so even this, they're clearing out some stuff. They're gonna put fresh paint, new lights, everything, better looking lights. Stairwell. Look at that. And my friend right now, he's coming. Moses is coming with the rest of the equipment. So if he shows up, we'll put him in the video too. But you see these people waiting out here? They're gonna do some repairs on some other things. Because we want today or tomorrow to build the cages for all the animals, as well as play equipment for the children.
That don't make sense to me. They're not even finished with this building. Now this is when I'm starting to say, what? That doesn't even make sense. So he wants to build the animal pen outside tomorrow. There's no animals there, but he wants to build the animal pens outside and the children's play equipment instead of focusing on finishing the inside of this building. I'm confused about that. That right there was when I was like, wait a minute. This sound like other people. These sound like them other people in Ghana.
Then they got to do some stuff in here. Yeah, we might knock this
here, there, and everywhere. Like Black Acres, here, there, and everywhere.
All out, so this could be the movie theater, or we'll make it so that those doors open.
A movie theater too.
So
all
this side, construction's gonna finish on this side. That's a new side. So we're gonna finish up construction within the next month on that. Over here, we got a lot of stuff to do over here. But we want a grocery store in here. So you see here,
grocery store. Wow.
This could either be this could either be a movie theater, or a mini market. But if we knock out that wall, then we can actually use it for. These brothers got paint on the dang floor and windows. Busted out everywhere. And it's a good thing we're not all finished. I showed them.
So y'all see these people just sitting here waiting, right?
Okay.
So I'm wondering why they just keep sitting there waiting. So hold on, let me show.
So I think this is where they're sleeping too.
So y'all know they sleep in the building because that's just what they do. But I want y'all to hear this part.
Will be the daycare.
The daycare?
Actually, no, not here. But we got some tools over here. Yeah, I sent them some money to buy some tools. They bought the right tools. This will be an office, I think.
So he said he sent them some money to buy the tools. So they don't have any, so nobody there has access to the money for the project. He's the only person who sounds like now that he's the only person who has access.
But this will be the daycare. So it's big. What's up with you, man? Mr. Kazi. Uh-huh. But yeah, this will be the daycare, Tay. Because it's low and it's right by the door. It's already got a blackboard. We can just upgrade it. It's a big, big room. So the daycare, and we did some calculations. The daycare here should make about the same as we planned on using for the whole building. So just the daycare. I know. It's good. Look at brother over here.
Remember, they're in a village way out in Tanzania. This whole community is counting on us coming there, relocating there. All right?
Work. Mm-hmm. And they built this themselves. That's why I love it. These people know, hey, you can spend your money here. You can pull it out of the machine, or the agents, where you can take the money from them with the mobile money. They'll be having a stand out there. We build the stand. They pay us.
We'll have a mobile money
official
stand.
M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa. Passing bills, hopefully. But yeah, it's a lot going on. And some people are getting impatient. So this is.
What did we just hear? Some people are getting impatient. These people want to know where their money was going. So there is some problems, y'all. It's some problems because he says some people are getting impatient. I told you February is when he put the video out. I don't know if he started asking for money before that, but we're now into June. And they're just now seeing this building.
And the cafe. And we could do like this outdoor cafe right here. So the cafe, like a restaurant or something right here. And then
I believe he said it was going to be done sooner than that.
Outdoor area could be right here. And there's this room and this room too. So this one, and yeah. So these ones we're going to doll up too. Make them real nice. And then, of course, the walkway over here. So people could, if they just want to come to the restaurant, bam, there's a sign. They come right down here. They're at the restaurant. There's an outdoor area. We're going to clear this tree out a little, trim it up. Bam, sit there, sit here, make some nice walkways. People can watch their kids play.
Do you think this guy even believes him?
Cafe inside. We'll have a few. It's good to see the brothers working. That's what I'm most happy about because it solves a bunch. I've been working. The people here, you can see they're working right now. And wow, look at that shot. If that was a house, it'd be a beautiful house. Yeah. We'll put some solid aluminum windows in, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some of the points are not as the rabbit house. Okay, we'll show them where. Where do you think it should be? Rabbits don't like sun, so it's got to be in the shade. So here's a lot of shade. Here's a lot of shade too if we put them in the corner. But here, because this is space where they can do it.
I'm still wondering why are the workers just sitting down like they waiting on something, right?
We'll plant grass because they eat grass. So we'll fill out this grass over here or over here. Yeah, look at y'all. Moses, did they take the paint? Yeah. Where is it? Want to be in it, Mika?
Oh yeah.
Okay, they don't know who you are because I never posted on my channel, but you posted on yours.
Yeah.
Because that video just didn't happen. I don't know, it got corrupted, the file. Okay, guys, it's Mika with Swahili Nations. If you watch his channel, then you saw our interview where he was walking around this building back when it was not painted. What do you think about it?
Man, this looks good.
Okay.
My first time to see this. I mean, the new view of the house. It's
Okay,
looking good.
yeah, you
At
see
that
everybody's working.
time- Yeah, that is cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We can even put a gaming lounge in for the older ones.
Exactly.
Because the problem is people are here, they're bored. We talked about this last time. People are bored.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do, nowhere to go. Inside, the rails,
Oh, yeah.
where you can hold them, and then
yeah.
inside of the middle of the rails that lead to each section. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections.
Oh,
7, 8 if we use the back one, or just 7 if we keep the back one as one.
you want
The
to
gates will
use
go,
this fence?
yeah, the gates will go all the way down the steps.
Okay.
And then let's say, okay, so you're at the gate, and then there's a gate here that opens up to the rabbits or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we go
trying
ahead
to get to the part
and
where
How
put
do you
some.
she asking him for money to finish the work. That he ain't gave them the money to do the work they supposed to be there doing. And that's why they just sitting down, because they don't have no money.
Something
Fence
over on top.
How do you fence it?
You fence it like
With
Like
this,
rail.
This kind of fence?
no. Yeah, you use like the
And she keeps stalling.
fences for the stairs. Inside the rails,
Oh, yeah.
where you
I
can hold them, and then
understand,
inside of the middle of the rails there'll be a gate
yeah. Okay. I
So-
understand. With iron.
with iron,
Okay.
or we'll use wood or
Or we
anything,
use
as long
wood,
as
yeah.
it looks nice. And on top we'll put a roof,
Oh.
so it'll look nice. And on top of the
God.
roof we'll put solar.
Oh.
And if we do it right, we
Listen
can
to
use
her.
the solar to power the building, because we can't get solar on top of this roof.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy. But if we put it on top of there,
Nobody's
even if it's
talking
just to
about
power the lights out
walls.
here.
Nobody's talking about logistics. Nobody's talking about none of that. They're just all chasing the dream. And she like, oh, she know that ain't gonna happen. She
Here, because at
Yeah,
night we want the
yeah,
animals to
because-
have beautiful lights and
they
stuff
have
like
to
that.
have lights.
Yeah, and so we
Even
can
at
see
night,
it,
security.
because we're gonna have dogs here too.
Yes.
Just gotta tell them to lock up better. We'll change the lock,
Yeah.
and we'll have our watchmen do
And
their
even
job.
these windows need proper lockers.
We-
Well, I shouldn't say it's not gonna happen. I don't know. I haven't even gotten that far. That was just a reaction. I shouldn't have reacted like that.
I'm gonna renegotiate with our contract, and he's gonna put in better windows.
Now listen to this part. He said, I'm going to renegotiate with the contractor and he's going to put in better windows. We know that's a lie. We know once you get the property, that's it. They're not fixing anything. Why he thinks he can renegotiate? Because he thinks this is in America. Now listen to this.
Because these are we need new. They don't look official enough.
Can you really do it? Because
Yeah, he can. When I renegotiate our contract,
if he didn't do that the first time, be careful.
well, this time now he will.
Mm.
Because you have
And did
to
you hear her say it? She told him. They usually don't do that. They usually don't do that. If they don't put it in when you get it, they're not going to do nothing to it.
realize how we worded the contract. He's
Maybe
in
a welding,
default.
maybe a welding windows.
Yeah. No, the aluminum ones.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. But he's in default, which means technically he owes us now.
Yeah.
Now,
Which is
there's
good.
a problem. Another red flag. There's some type of problem. He just said that the owner is in default because he's not doing something he's supposed to do. So he owes them. So it sounds like he's arguing with the owner of this land.
Good, because we still benefit either way. But it gives us more. We're not gonna make them. We're not gonna.
So,
Yeah, but we are gonna use that to
when
our
are you
advantage.
going to- I want to go to know what we are. Are you going to buy the material when?
They need to tell me the material.
See, she said, are you going to buy the material when? Because see, it sounds for her to say it like that because she was stolen. You know, she really wanted to ask him a long time ago because they can't do the work because they need the material and he hasn't bought the material. And she wants to know, when is he going to buy the material? So that's another red flag for me. Why are they waiting around for material when you have all this, I'm not going to say all of this money, but people have donated money for this project.
The part that I got them over here was not to tell us how much labor costs. We know how much that costs. I know, you're right.
Yeah.
But we do need to know parts, materials. What do they need to build it? How much? We're not going to, of course, we're not going to make them, we're not going to, yeah, but we are going to use that to our advantage.
I want the police to go to know what we are. Are you going to buy the material when?
They need to tell me the material.
And when?
The part that I got them over here was not to tell us how much labor costs.
So when? They want to know when he's going to buy it. So they've been waiting for him to buy it.
We know how much that costs. I know, you're right.
Yeah.
But we do need to know parts, materials. What do they need to build it? How much? They're supposed to tell us. We're the clients. Because I can estimate, but that's...
Jermaine struggled for years with dental issues.
So y'all get it? So that's a red flag to me. Something's going on with the money.
Yeah, but I will tell them the vision. So they have to, that's why I'm wondering, why didn't they come with any equipment to measure?
They have the tape measure.
Okay, so they got to measure
Brought the rope.
each.
See, they looking at him like, what you mean? Look how this dude standing. He looking like, what you mean? You supposed to come give us the equipment. You ain't gave us nothing.
Section, fence, how much
Look at them too.
fencing we need. They need to look, and they have to know about which animals, right, and what needs to be happening on
Wait, look how they standing. This how you know there's a problem, and they feeling like this dude playing games. All of this whole body language tells me they feel like dude is playing games.
Brown.
Tell us, where's the rabbit house?
Oh, the story about to get interesting, y'all. Oh, this story about to get interesting. Yeah, something's going on. Where's the rabbit house? Where's all of this? So they don't even have everything laid out, but they're redoing the house, but they don't have everything laid out. These people want to know where is the materials so they can get paid.
And show them the rabbit house.
Okay, we'll draw it out with some sticks.
Yeah.
Let me get the sticks. So, you know, the chickens will
And
have...
the gates, you want them here.
Yeah, all throughout. And then again, so we'll have it like a tube.
What are you going to use the gates with?
The gates will be steel or wood.
And I guess these two made a video together, and what's his name? Mark didn't post his video on his channel, but this dude posted Mark's on his channel. Mark said the file got corrupted.
Or, you know, like the inside we have the railing for the steps.
The file got
It's
corrupted.
made of metal, but we can do wood
Okay.
if it looks nice. Everything has to look nice. On the top, if we do this right, we can have on the top going down. On the top going down, it'll be solar panels, which will power all the lights we're gonna have back here. So we want everything to be lit up at night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the way we want to have it look is when you feed the animals. So we want to have animals at the very bottom.
Sounds like crazy.
And oh, this is blurry.
I'm sorry.
And at the
y'all.
bottom, right, the kids or parents.
I'm trying to visualize all of this, and my head is just spinning around. He's naming so much, and I'm trying to envision where is this stuff supposed to go. I'm trying to make my mental movie of what the building is going to look like, and it's just too much. It's too much. I can't even do it. It's just way, way, way too much.
Parents, whoever wants to, will have somebody working here who will essentially teach people about animals, breeding them. You can buy them if you want to, so you can have them in your house. Because I have 20 chickens myself. And
yes, 20 chickens.
Look at standing in the window. Forgive me, y'all, but I got to talk about safety real quick. Yeah, but we want to have it so there's buckets or there's...
So that was the update. And for some reason, I believe he said it was supposed to be done shortly after that. So then I'm going to show y'all this last video clip. Then we're going to stop tonight. Oh, my God. We're going to stop tonight. I didn't know it was this late, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's a lot. Okay, I'm going to show y'all this last video clip. And then we're going to start back up. All right. Then they don't see, that was in June. We don't see nothing else until 6 months later. Now, this is in December. All right. And this is what we see in December. So this is why people now I understand why people are asking questions, because they want to know because I know he said this building was not going to take this long to build. Okay. I don't remember exactly how long he said, but it was not supposed to be as long as it is taking now. So these people are probably wanting to know what is going on. So this is December. He's giving this is another update on the building. These are homemade chairs, y'all. I'm not laughing. I'm just like, what? These are homemade chairs. Okay, let's continue. Chairs. So he's still just coming and showing them the dream, still selling them the sweet dream. So the dude laughed at the chairs. Y'all heard him laugh at the chairs? A video studio. And this is 6 months later. You can tell you see how he ran up the steps. Oh no. Y'all can't hear the video. Okay, hold on. Thank you for Black. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Thank you for Black Righteous. Thank you for telling me that. She like this girl over here thinking we can watch the video. Girl, we can't see the video. Thank y'all for helping me because y'all know. Okay, let me go back. This is the last one and we stopping for real. All right, this is now remember, this is the 6-month update. Okay. He gave a 6-month update in June. This is December. Okay. So let's check this out. Then we're gonna get off and finish. We're gonna finish on Saturday. Y'all see it now? Yeah, good.
Right out here. Now we're still deciding what each space is going to be used for.
Now remember, this is 6 months since the last video, since the last update.
But this will be a sitting area. You guys might have seen in another video, which was uploaded before this one, that we got these chairs. This will be outdoor furniture. This is going to be the lobby. Right here is going to be the reception desk. So we're going to build a square.
Look at these chairs, y'all. Now, if you was one of the investors and you want to update on what's going on and with your money and with the project, and he showed you 6 months ago, y'all, we seen them, somebody asking him, where's the money at? Because we waiting on you to get the supplies. So we can't do the work until you get the supplies. Then he tell us he gonna build these animal houses the next day. We don't see no video footage of that. But then we come back 6 months later. Now these are the investors. Maybe he's showing them something that we ain't seeing. Maybe they probably got these little private groups. Maybe they in a private group and he's not putting it on YouTube. But on YouTube, this is 6 months later, and this is what we're seeing.
Somehow,
I see why people are concerned.
That's will be behind that. Over here, we'll maybe put
Somebody
chairs.
made these chairs. You can't be serious. You can't be a serious business and have these chairs. Jesus. I'm getting sleepy because now I'm starting to laugh.
This will be a little lobby. This will be like a lobby, like a lounge. Because it's off to the side. It'll be a casual sitting area. This isn't going to stay here. We just put it here. But this will be like a lounge. So we'll make it.
If you have a 700 plus credit score.
But I mean, how many times is he going to keep giving these people excuses?
Nice and comfortable.
Now Mark looking a little shaky to me, y'all. I'm sorry. You starting to look shaky to me, Mark.
People can come and have a little conversation.
We got to put some lights up in here too, man.
Yeah,
Colorful
that
lights.
chandelier's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it.
Kitchen is this way. Don't look in there. It don't look
It's work in progress, y'all.
Yeah, we have. There's going to be a studio in here, video studio. Hopefully, we have.
Listen.
I want to show them the rooftop.
A
We're
video
gonna have a meeting room.
Yes.
Again, some of these rooms aren't really
meeting
right now.
rooms.
We
look
do
at
have
this.
this garage. We can't show you because we have a lot of tools and things in there. I think it's locked, right?
No, that's open.
Now watch how he ran up the steps. Oh, he's young. He's real young.
Yeah, guys. Don't mind the mess. This is progress. This is construction.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I said in another video, but this was supposed to be the second. I'm gonna go through this one because I think that one is the one that flies over.
Yeah, exactly.
This was supposed to be the second building. This will be one of our big meeting rooms. So when we want to have a council meeting, we'll have a big table here.
Wow, and they've done
And this is in the
nothing.
center of the building.
They could have done
See the
something
balcony?
right now, y'all. No, I'm sorry.
Balcony.
There should have been way more progress than this.
You know, people can sit out here as well.
Yeah, they're about to paint right now, so we have everything plastic
Yeah,
off.
man, it's
Plastic.
It's about to be some spray paint up in here.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the second one.
And he says some spray paint. Because the dude know they clowning. He know they ain't serious.
But because of how the first one worked out, for those of you that know who are a part of it, who actually know what happened,
The key got
yeah, we got a lot of work to do. But we're opening very soon because the work is getting done pretty quick.
Yeah, he said that. I told y'all he said it's supposed to open. Did it open? Do y'all know if it opened?
I'm thinking this one will be the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give you guys an overall idea. Can't show you everything right now. We have a rooftop. Fundi, sasa unafanya nini? Unafanya nini? Lakini kwa nini? I am Mr.
Okay.
Always, man.
Wait, I want to
They're making it extra hot up in here.
see what he gonna say about
Be
this
open for
chair.
the community to use as well. I think the model that we want to do will be open for the community to use. So we have up here, this area is going to be the multi-purpose space. We're going to use it. Sometimes we'll have meetings up here. Sometimes we'll have, now there won't be any alcohol at the center. So this won't be a bar area, but we'll have like a cafe up here.
Oh, so this is the
It'll
actual
switch
center,
purposes.
y'all.
Sometimes it'll be a movie night up here. Community get-togethers, community
So
exercise.
this building
I don't
is
know, it depends.
actual center.
It's just going to be multi-purpose, and it'll be open for the community to use as well. I think the model that we want to do is, we didn't get them paint.
No.
We a little early. Hey, let's walk like that.
Yeah.
Let his men do their work. As you can see over here, we have some housing. We got our gardener. He just came in here. We're gonna have our security living over there. Everything here we want grass. Everything around we want grass because we also want rabbits.
Like this.
And so that we can feed them the grass every day. Yeah, guys, this is the center. It took a little longer.
And you don't have to even build this. All you have to do is renovate this. That would have taken way less time.
Finally.
Yeah.
And it's gonna put you in the same level with Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar said, we got build school. But where's the school, Umar? He said, now we got the school already. So it's in the same way.
Oh, wow. Somebody said that too. So he probably looks up to Umar Johnson. Oh, Lord. That explains it all.
Yeah.
The fantasy, the sweet dreams, the nothing.
Some things take a little longer.
Yeah, man. Processing.
It is a process.
This is like kids playing, though, you know?
I want to show them the area in front of these buildings.
I mean, like all these people sending them money, grown people, way older than him, but you trusting this little young man with all that money?
Okay.
And he just spinning y'all, telling y'all tales.
You probably should have started there. Sorry, this thing is a little all over the place because there's a back door here. I think a back door over there.
Look at this.
Don't mind the mess. So all around here, our gardener, I got to talk to our gardener about this, but all around, everywhere you see dirt, we want it to be crops, plants, something edible. In the middle here,
let me look down here and see what they're saying in the comments.
Over there at the tip of the triangle, we want to have the merge sign over here. And the good thing is there's parking all around. So we got a lot of space around you. We want to have like an outdoor sitting area right here.
Of course they're not saying anything.
Oh, that's some wood. We'll be building some outdoor structures here. This will have park
It seems to be coming along. He hasn't
tables,
done nothing. What are y'all talking about? It seems to be coming along wonderfully.
Yes, it is.
We'll just have to make the ground a little more stable.
And trees is just right between.
Yeah, we'll probably plant grass here. Because again, our rabbits need to eat grass.
Exactly.
So that'll be.
You know, it's crazy because it's a restaurant in Misaki. It's like a breakfast joint. It's called Woodbury, and they got white rabbits that run around the grass all day long. Yeah.
They have ducks too. Again, don't mind the black spots. We had to burn a lot because the first day we had this, the cleaners came in, and so there's burnt spots everywhere.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna put grass all over here if we can.
Wow.
Middle on this hill, maybe.
Well, I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen.
Again, this is going to be a place where you can come. You don't have to pay for anything. You can come hang out, talk to people, meet people, network if you want to. But it's a place for us, right? And then eventually this will evolve into, I'm sorry about all the ants.
Yeah, man.
See, that's why we need chickens.
Biting. Well, chickens eat ants?
Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Because there's a lady in Morogoro, she has a farm, and there's a place with all these ants. She put chickens there.
And he's not eating.
Ants went away.
Wow.
Either they moved or they killed them all. They just go around pecking. Of course, if you have too many, they'll die, or they'll
I'm at a loss.
bothering the chickens. But if they're in a little area, the chickens will go up to the ant hole.
He's a baby scammer.
Eating them all up. Yeah,
y'all,
not much else to say. We want the place to be a lot of things.
What Black White just said, he's a baby scamper. Y'all, please don't tell me he's a baby scammer. Y'all, but the flags is flying in the air. And y'all know we for Black Righteous, and we both done these stories. Enough to know when we see the red flags. These is red flags, and they flying high.
I want to have it so that the community, because
Not
there's
the
people here with
baby
no income,
scammer.
Right.
and we want to have it so that if you have an idea for an event, we'll give you the space. We'll have the projector if you want to do movie nights. We'll have the
Listen.
chairs if you want to do some sort
Listen, the wooden
of
chair.
seminar.
Right.
And we'll give you the space for free. You make your money, you get your clients, they come here. We won't charge you for that. You just give us a cut. Right? That'll be one option. Because
Look, we're going to use all this space. You're going to use all of our resources, and we're not going to even charge you for that. You just give us a cut. And people are believing this. People are investing in this. I'm just at a loss.
Again, we want to empower people with this as well. It's still a business, but it's a community business. And some stuff will be free. Some services will be provided.
Right.
So a lot to come. What do you think?
Yeah, man.
How to put you on camera?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Give him my haircut first.
All right. So all this plumbing is new. New plumbing. All that electrical stuff.
Where's the new plumbing? Y'all see new plumbing?
Getting, the screens done.
What,
today,
these covers?
What's his name comes by?
All right.
I might have to use this man's quote. I'll just tell him to change his foodie price.
All right.
Because we want to get this part done soon. Because this part is.
If you're sitting around Google, I am not. Yeah. This is just.
We want to leave it open enough
Right.
that the community can use some of the spaces.
Exactly.
Hey, Mark, I got an idea. We want to do this event. No money.
Just keep supporting this young man. He deserves your support. You know, a lot of people talk.
Who is this man? He been following him around, wanting to be on camera through the whole thing.
If you physically come here and look at it, you can see it's a very good building. And once you see,
He's a brother from the States.
I mean, what I want to.
He got that. He does it right.
Yeah, he got the equipment.
Yeah, good equipment.
But you know, the building is a structurally sound structure. It's strong. You can see it. If you physically come here and look at it, you can see it's a very good building. And what you see is just the need for paint, mostly paint, and screens inside and out. There's a lot of potential in this building.
We coming right over there.
So I just came here to hang out a little bit with Mark. He invited me to come and see, you know, how far he's gone. And he's going far, folks. He's going far. And I don't want to say much, but just keep supporting this young man. He deserves your support. You know, a lot of people talk. A lot of people say a lot of things that they're going to do, what they're hoping to do, what they want to do.
Never get it done.
He is doing it. All right? So
Second time around.
he's doing it.
It's the first time I tell y'all. Yeah, for y'all that know the story, y'all know that. I think I put it in another video, so I won't say too much. But yeah, essentially the first building we had, I had to go away and take care of some things. And while I was gone, lo and behold, and we found out later what happened because my lawyer told me. She said, it's not uncommon. But we went away. I went away to take care of some things I needed to take care of. I get a picture on my phone from my lawyer, and then the same picture from my manager who's watching the building.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people standing, young adults standing around the building drinking. You know, I could see they were alcohol bottles in front of them, smoking. Some of them were doing glue. In broad, it wasn't daylight, but you know, right in front of the building.
Right.
It made us look so bad that the owner, right, because we were negotiating the contract, but there's a contingency in the, and I'm so glad I wrote that contract. There was a contingency in the contract that said, you know, during the renovation process, you know, and I'll paraphrase, but you know, it was still real flexible, right? So anything can happen. Long story short, he comes to us, oh, you know, because of your workers doing this, we want to, you know, basically gouge us for more money.
Right.
And I had to tell him, because I wrote that contract myself. In that contract, I put a contingency protecting myself from my own workers' negligence. And he signed it. His lawyer stamped it. My lawyer stamped it. I signed it. So I was protected. But he wanted to come at us for money and da-da-da-da-da. And we found out Because I was thinking my workers gave me good work for 6 months. They wouldn't do that. They were coerced by the man who was I guess a little greedy into doing that.
Yeah.
I said, how did you guys even find 25 plus people to rent out an unfinished building? Because that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to rent out an unfinished building.
Wow.
Now, how did you even do that? And it didn't make any sense. So I had the lawyer look, because I was still away.
Oh, so that's what
And I had the
okay,
lawyer
y'all.
look
So that's what happened to the brown building, the one we just seen. Okay, so that, I guess that's the building he talking about. So that was gone, and now this is a new one. I guess they got kicked out of that
And
one.
she's like, I'm going to tell you something, because she's an older woman. She said, I'm going to give you some advice. I think this man, he set it up.
He set it up.
He
to
set
try
it
to-
up so
to mess
he
you
could,
up.
yeah, so we could,
Fix it for him.
yeah, so we could break the contract we wrote.
Oh,
And
okay.
as a result, have to pay the penalty described
Oh,
in
the
the
penalty
contract.
described.
But again, you know, that's why I say I'm glad. Write your own contracts, you guys, because they sometimes, and this is just in business. I'm not going to say Tanzanians or whoever, but sometimes you have certain things in the contract that are designed to trip you up, and this is what this man tried to do. And when he saw that the contract he signed that I wrote was basically protecting us from that, he got angry. He ended up owing us a little bit of money. We still lost a bit of money, but he did end up having to pay us money he didn't have. And he was trying so hard. He was pushing. He was trying to drag my lawyer's name through the mud. He tried with my manager. He tried with me. Anything to get us to kind of sort of back down. And
I'm gonna
I
make
didn't.
sure though that's what happened.
And so I told this man, I said, you know what? And to my own, I was angry. This is the one time, because I've never seen somebody do that to somebody. And he tried it as blatantly. We had no bad interaction,
Right.
but he still had the intention to kind of sort of be dishonest.
Right.
That was the lawyer told us that was his intention from the start.
So he was taking too
That was his intention
long.
from the start.
Basically, he was taking
I
too
told-
long to finish that building. And people started moving in and started hanging out, started drinking, and doing. I guess they snort glue over there, and they took pictures of him. And the owner, he saw it, and he just said, "Y'all got to go." Pretty much, that's what happened. And he's trying to get money from me for that.
Told him, and again, because I was angry, I said, I don't care if you have to take out a loan, sell your house, you're gonna pay us our money. Because you tried to get us, and we got it. And now he's, even to this day, the sad part is, people will do you wrong, and then they want to get revenge on you because of the wrong they did. Because his evil turned against him, and he ended up having to pay us. And now, even to this day, I don't think he can do much, but this man still wants revenge over something he did. We had to take out a legal matter, and during that legal matter, we couldn't speak on camera about it because it was a process.
Oh,
So
okay.
I couldn't go on YouTube and say, hey guys, these people did us like this. It was terrible. But now we're good. Now we're
Okay,
doing
so
this.
that's what happened. So now he's
Look
in
at
this
that.
house.
This building is going to look clean and nice.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna look for this house.
This is a sign that
All right, so
we need your help to save them.
So we're gonna stop there tonight. So I think that's what happened. So we're gonna put it together and try to make sure that's what happened. That they had problems with the other Brown building, and now they're back. He got another building 6 months later. That was in December of 2022. Again, y'all, this is 2025. That was 3 years ago. Where's the building? People who on here who follow him, did he finish it? What happened? Y'all don't want to tell us now. Y'all gonna ruin the end of the movie. Oh my God, look at all these comments, y'all. We're gonna have to it is so many. I'm gonna go back tonight and look and watch some more videos. The land deal is this land deal is so overplayed. I can't even stand the word plot. Big mistakes. Told him this wasn't enough land before he asked. Yes, things did not start going bad for Mark until he started doing business with other diaspora. I believe it. He's so smart in so many areas. Yeah, Mark is definitely giving Umar Johnson. All talk with little to no tangible accomplishments. So it looks like he didn't finish it, y'all. Compounded. I don't think so, y'all. Prior to that, he was just getting into the culture, right? And getting to know the locals. That's how he learned the language. Yeah, because that's what he was doing in all the little videos. The mom in me wants him to come back home. He's a lonely wolf. Oh, a lone wolf. Yeah, but Joy, he went there for more than just culture. Yep. Yep. You think he went there to do this? Not exactly the right thing to say. Expecting people to just give you their land. The condescending attitude of these Westerners. Yep. Okay, yeah. So look, we're going to start with that tonight. So we know something happened with the original purchase, right? I'm going to go back because he had several videos about when he was looking at this land. So I'm going to go back tonight and try to figure it out. What happened with the Brown building? Because if he was in a land scam thing, well, not a land scam, but if it was some type of problem, then he had to start over. So that's why in December, there wasn't much done. So, but this is 2025, y'all. That's what I keep saying. These are old. These videos are 2 and 3 years old. Some are 4 years old. He should be done. Tone of his voice and diction is like no brothers, no bothers. He gets in trouble telling the truth. I can relate. I do too, honey. I get in trouble for telling the truth all the time. America needs that culture. Just the center of colonizers. Okay. Oh, it's 9:30. Oh no, we about to go. These comments was from an hour ago. Oh, Fiona thinks he's scamming. Oh yeah. Wow, Kiki did way more research than I did. I only watched a few videos. Oh no, honey, I've been going through them. I'm about to go through them again. Not only have I been going through the videos, I've been Googling him, trying to find stuff about him. I can't find nothing. Why would I send money to him to pay my rent when I can draw out cash and pay it myself? Right, just over here rubbing my third eye. Come home, Mark. There was never a merged company. You don't think so? More than one thing can be true at the same. That's what the delusion says. The cognitive dissonance says that. My boy was married to a chick in South Africa. He said he did not. Over there, he stayed there. He got an STD. Oh wow. And ain't never heard over here and never heard her had her over here in the US. Much better to be careful. Mark better be careful with his. Oh my goodness. I'm sure he is. Tanzania is complicated. Yeah, I can't even read them. I'm so sleepy now. Umar Johnson Jr. Oh my God. As a non-Tanzania, he has to have company limited by shares and acquire land via the company and show the company has 5 million USD in investments. Okay, so he did have the shares. I'm gonna get that paper. I accidentally closed it. I found the investment paper. Okay. I'm gonna get that and put that up there so y'all can see it. Okay. So it was 10,000. I think it was 10,000 or was it 100,000? I can't remember. But he was selling them for $100. It wasn't 0.5 million. It wasn't that. I know it wasn't that much. Fiona called it earlier. Thanks for the laughs, everyone. He is now deflated. Oh, I can't see it. Let me make it big. He is now deflated, spent, tired, done. I doubt he's in Tanzania now. Are you serious? Yeah, thank y'all for watching. We're about to get off of here. We will be back on here Saturday. I got to go through these videos again. I got to see what happened. All right. Because I didn't think something's going on. Too many red flags is popping in my face. I saw him on Go Black to Africa video. He called him dad. Oh, that's why. No, that ain't his son. No, I can't imagine that. He's not showing any contract or even a sheet of paper. No, I got it though, y'all. So look, we are done for the night. We've been on here for a long time. Imagine one day he will pull up in a bus full of all those. What? Imagine one day he will pull up in a bus full of one of those liars. We will pull up in a bus full of one of those liars. Wow. Fiona called. She sure did. He is okay. All right, good. Okay. So look, we are done for the night. We'll be back on here Saturday. We're going to finish this about Mark meets Africa. This is wild. This is just wild. That's all I can tell y'all. Because these flags is flying. These flags is flying everywhere. And I'm going to try to get some answers. Because things ain't looking right. Things are not looking right. Even if that was the case, he still had enough money for both of those places to renovate. And remember, this is supposed to be a community with housing. They're supposed to be building houses. It should be people living there by now. This is 2025. Does anybody know if people are living there? Wow. And the plot thickens. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see y'all on Saturday. And we will be right back at it, trying to figure out, did Mark Meets Africa just scam these people? I hope not. I'm praying not. But we're going to let the facts speak for themselves. We're going to let the facts speak for themselves. All right. We'll be back on here. Please don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay in the know. Because, honey, we stay on top of it over here. So please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I will see y'all back here on Saturday. Look at all these notes. I said notes. Lord, y'all know I'm sleepy. Our community would be nothing without you all. Thanks to it sure wouldn't. That's why I tell y'all it's our channel. This is our channel. This is where we come together and we talk about the issues that we are concerned about. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. And thank you for attending Kiki School of Life. All right. I'll see y'all. Yeah, he got my head spinning too. The Lion Prince. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. They done called him the Lion Prince. Daniel, the Lion King. He's the Lion Prince. Girl, he got my head spinning too. He got my head spinning too. I'm like, what? What? I wasn't ready for this. I was not ready for this one. I thought this was going to be a nice, safe story. No, the whole daggone story done went left. Oh my God. Oh God. All right. Good night, y'all. I will see y'all Saturday. Thank you for coming out and spending Thursday evening with me.